Hi, I'm Shaka Hislop, and you're here at Extra Time TV.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Hey everyone, so we are live on the live stream, folks. We had a little bit of a delay. As you can see here, I have the starting lineup on the screen. We had a lot of technical problems, folks. A lot of technical problems. Getting the game. I paid to watch it. And if you're just to catch up, for those of you who are now going to join in, who have been looking forward to this, let me know if the audio is sounding okay. If I look a little bit disheveled, it's because I am. I was having a lot of errors, so it's 3 minutes in and we're good. Jim, it's 0-0. As you can see, I did some graphics here. I'm going to fix the clock ending for you guys really quickly. And, this is this is pretty hectic for me because, a lot of people have been asking for this live stream. So, like I said, folks, people are going to start coming into the live stream anytime soon. Just drop the comments. Let me know if you're hearing me okay. How do you think this game is going to go? And, I'll try to give you all the best possible stream I can. So... it is 4 minutes and 25 minutes in. And, as you can see there, I managed to put the lineups up there because I updated things. I'm being really cool right now. So, hopefully you guys could see this. So, like I said, welcome to the EXTV watch along between Jamaica and Trinidad Tobago. If you didn't check out our preview, you can afterwards and see if we were correct. And you could head over to our other content on extvmedia.com. So, like I said, folks, be sure to start dropping those comments and let me know you're here. We wanted to start a little bit before, but unfortunately, due to technical errors, it just didn't work that way. So we're back in now, and I'm just trying to fix the time here because it's saying 0 on my clock, so I'm gonna fix that right now. So as you can see here, it is 5 minutes in. So far Trinidad is keeping possession at the back. Folks, let me know if you're hearing me inside. Drop some comments and so on. I'd really appreciate that. And you could let me know how the audio is sounding and if everything is alright. I have to be really honest with you. I'm not sure why this happened. About 30 minutes before the game started, the stream just completely went completely off. And I'm not sure why. I'm really not sure why. So... it is 5 minutes in. So if I'm pausing, it's because I'm trying to fix the clock. And I think the clock is good now. So we're in sync, folks. We are in sync. So it's up and coming, up and running now. I'm going to finally relax a little bit, somewhat. And people in the live stream, please drop some comments. Let me know that you're here. Like, share, send to your friends. For those of you who want to join in. Let me know what you think. As you can see, I'm wearing my Trinidad Tobago jersey. I finally got one. Let me adjust the camera a little bit there. And I have to admit, this game is a crucial game for us, folks. It's an absolutely crucial game. I'm not sure what a lot of you thought. As you can see here, the standings, Jamaica has 4 points, Curacao has 2. I don't know why it's saying that. That's on the CONCACAF, which doesn't make any sense. I think if it stays as it is, of course, Jamaica would have 4 points. So I'm going to pull up some more information for here while we are here. And folks, you can let me know if you all are hearing me okay. Those of you who are in there, I see we're 7 viewers on. Drop comments, drop likes. Let me know what you think so far. What do you think about the lineup? Our preview showed that Kevin Molino, while we were doing the preview, Kevin Molino... basically, while we were recording, we found out Kevin Molino was not going to play. And something is going on with Dante Seeley here, which I can't really figure out. He's coming off. I don't know if there's an injury and the ref is making him come off. I'm confused. If anybody else could let me know what's going on in there. Kevon Nanku, what's up? Welcome. You're my first in the stream, and let people know we're in here. Kevon, what do you think? What do you think about this game? It's only a couple minutes in, folks, this time around. Yeah, I realized that's a live table. Yeah. I got confused. So, folks, if you're wondering why I'm a bit more disheveled than usual, it's because the stream was completely set up, and 5 minutes before the stream, the video feed, which I paid for legitimately, just went off, and I had to do a whole bunch of updates, and it's back now. So, Kevon, welcome. You're the first in here. I know there's a couple other people in there who have been asking for the stream. We have to win this game. I've been getting a lot of feedback from Jamaican fans. They're very confident. And if you looked at our match preview, this is going to be a tough game. Jamaica making some penetration in the box here. Good cut off there. As you can see, this time around, we do have a scoreboard. And we do have the starting lineup, as you can see there. So, folks, you could let me know what you think about the squad. I'm going to pull up some other information here that Sofascore gives us. And as you all keep coming in, I will keep giving you information. So, Jamaica with a quick chance there. As you can see here, the lineups according to Sofascore. Let's take a quick look. Also, people in there, Kevon, are you hearing me okay? Everybody else, are you hearing me okay? This is going to be a tough game, folks. This is going to be a tough game. I'm going to settle in a little bit better now. A clearance from a corner here. Jamaica still causing a little bit of problems. Trinidad could have been on the breakaway there just now, but there was a strategic fall by Jamaica, and they kind of settled things down. So make no mistake, while there are not a lot of regulars that should be on the team that are not there, Jamaica is still very strong. So, folks, all of you out there, I've seen the viewers are starting to pile in now. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to check us out on extvmedia.com. We'll be doing a match preview afterwards. Kevon has said, you're hearing me 100%. That's perfect. Don't forget to share, like, comment. It really helps and, supports the channel. So, we are 9 minutes and 50 seconds in. It's so cool to have this on stream now. I didn't have this last time. So, fans, I did this for you. I finally got the jersey, the black one. And so far, so good for Trinidad and Tobago. They seem to be kind of holding off well enough. And I think Dwight York would probably be happy at this present time with the scoreline being 0-0. It's important that we don't concede. If you ask me, folks, of course, the fan in me always wants us to win. But I really hope, if somebody tells me there's a 1-1 draw tonight, I will take it. I think it still keeps us in the running, and we will be able to survive. So that was a little bit of a tricky moment there. Having to run out the box there with Smith. In the first game, there was a little bit of indecisiveness, and he got a yellow. A lot of contentious issues with the referee, but this time around, it seems like he held out okay. Jamaica having a lot of possession in our box, being very confident. They're at home. Trinidad doing well to stifle the play on top of the box. So clearly Jamaica is on the front foot, as they should. Each time we have the attempt to try to do a breakaway, they're doing a foul. As I'm seeing Andrew Rampersad got fouled there. And I think Jamaica has clearly identified our danger on the breakaway. And they're doing whatever they need to do to stop those fouls. I'm hoping there's some consistency with the officiating this time around. And we do okay. So, folks, like I said, we did have some technical problems at the beginning with the stream, but it's on now. And I'm going to pull up some more stats here. So, not much leeway into their half right now. But, according to the lineups I'm seeing here, it seems like Trinidad is set up with now. It looks like a 4-4-2, but clearly the midfielders modify with Spicer and Sealy kind of going into that attacking position where it could be 4-3-3. Formations are generally guidelines. With Rampersad, at Frederick in the middle. Trimmingham has returned. Henry, Noah Powder, Cardines as well. Some people are saying it's Cardines, but I was told it's Cardines. So you could see with the absence of Molino, there's going to be a lot of rotation and perhaps an emphasis on being physical in the midfield. So, we'll see how that goes. In terms of stats, it's saying that possession is 54%, 46%. And, so far, so good. I think. So far, so good. This is an away game. This is a difficult game. York is pacing up and down the line. So, folks, if you're just joining us, we had some technical issues, but the live stream is on. You can see the lineup on the screen, the score here at EXTV Studios. Trinidad applying some pressure up front. Jamaica has been on the front foot, but to our credit, we've been solid so far. I can see that I think it's Dante Cardin's up front pressuring. Kind of reminded me of a young Carlos Edwards doing a strategic fall, putting some pressure, and I like this because Dwight York has always said he wants to be a proactive team. In the last game, Trinidad and Tobago, took a little bit. They did not react until the second half. So, we'll see how it goes this time around. So, folks, if you're in there, viewers, let me know that you're here. Like, subscribe, share. I want to hear those comments. It really helps me and encourages me. I'm doing this for you all. We're here at the EXTV Studios. I finally got the uniform. I know a lot of the streamers last time asked me why I didn't have a jersey. I had to buy it at the stadium. I'll do a review for that afterwards. So, folks, let me know what you think. Did you see the match preview that EXTV did? If you want, after the game, you could take a look at it. We'll be doing our reaction. Sometimes we'll have Kenwin Jones and a lot of former players from the 2006 squad coming in, giving their thoughts. Andre as well. And, we need ideally to get a win in this game, but a draw would not be the worst thing in the world. That's what I think. Kevin, let me know what you think. Everybody else, for those of you out there, let your friends know. I know a lot of people have been asking me where to watch the game. I paid to watch it, but I think it's available on Rush Sports. And also, I think for the international viewers, you should be able to watch it on YouTube, if I'm not mistaken. And I believe, if I read correctly, on Paramount Plus. I know sometimes Fox Soccer has it as well. So, for those of you who know, let me know. Let me know you're in here, folks. Let me know you're in the live stream. So far, so good. 14 minutes in, folks. It is 0-0. No noticeable opportunities. I did miss 2 minutes because the live stream that I have paid for went dead. It was a technical error, I think, on my end. But we're up and running. So far, Jamaica trying to get some penetration, but Trinidad is doing well enough to hold off. There were several attempts at a counter-attack. Levi doing well to hold up the ball, but Jamaica clearly has identified that Trinidad and Tobago is dangerous on the break. We have pacey attackers. Even though Molino is not there, this is going to be crazy. So, Kevin, I know some people in Trinidad can't see it because of the regional blocks, which I think is crazy. Trinidad and Tobago fans can't watch their game. I don't know the legality of it. That's something we could talk about, but it's there. Oh, it's not available on YouTube. Okay, so I think it's available for people outside of Trinidad and Tobago and, internationally, because I know a few people out there have been watching it. So the people, I know some people asked me to do the TikTok stream. I may start it at halftime. And, folks, I did a lot of new things for you all. And I hope you all like it. So it's 15 minutes and 35 seconds in. Jamaica has a set piece. So far, Trinidad has been holding off reasonably well, the Jamaican attacks. So they have a corner here. Let's see, there has been some improvement in the set pieces. There was some concern heading into the qualifiers about that. It's pretty safely cleared by, I can't really see who that is. It's Levi Garcia, who's the captain tonight, folks. So yes, Kevin Nanku, I think 10 points minimum should be our target. I agree. I think, as we said in our match review, folks, you could check that out at EXTV, our YouTube channel. That we have to go for it. There's no sense in playing half-hearted and not going in. I'm seeing the viewers increasing, folks. This is really encouraging me a lot, folks. Trinidad and Tobago are doing well so far, folks. Let's send that positive aura and hope we get that win. Folks, to tell you how much I love this team. Everybody knows I love Argentina, and there's a game going on, and I'm obviously doing this with you all. So I'm doing this because of the fans. Nanku, I agree. I think we need to go all the way. So Jamaica making some headway down the wings here, but we see Cardines beaten on the wing there, but recovered. Very good recovery. Did get past Cardines, but definitely was a double team by, I think it was Rampasad. So Jamaica, as expected, are on the front foot and are trying to take the game to us. So I think he did get past Cardines, but Andre Rampasad coming in and covering them. So I'm seeing a replay here. Cardines coming in, but I really like the composure. They look a bit more composed. Kevin Anku, Argentina is behind. Oh yeah, well, I'm not surprised because they're qualified. Messi's not playing. A lot of players are not playing. I'm an Argentina fan and I hope they win, but I think Scaloni is probably trying things out. Sorry, excuse me. Yes, Kevin, I'm not worried. I still want them to win. So Jamaica are applying pressure, a lot of pressure down the left flank for us. We have Sealy and, Cardines as well. I think Cardines is a really good player. I've seen him. He does a lot offensively and defensively. He has that experience, even though he doesn't start from what I've seen with Crystal Palace, that experience in the Premier League will definitely help him. Jamaica with a long throw in, with a shot blocked well by Andre Rampersad, who has been doing a lot of the water carrier work, as folks say, to block things off. So it's 18 minutes in. It is 0-0. There's a saying in football, are you playing not to lose? Which is sometimes the wrong attitude, but I think if Trinidad could weather the initial storm and get comfortable and eventually start to get more comfortable with possession, eventually get a counter-attack, because they did try a couple times and Jamaica snuffed it out. So there's a set corner here. It's whipped in across to the far post, but headed poorly over the bar. So no trouble for the Trinidad Tobago defense, folks. No trouble at all. So those of you just joining the live stream, it is 0-0. Jamaica 0, Trinidad Tobago 0. Drex, welcome. If I'm TT, I tried to push my forwards up and maybe use the wings. Yes, I think so as well. I think right now they're trying to do some damage control. Welcome, Drex, who's a loyal fan of Extra Time TV since the very beginning. As it stands, if it stays like this, Jamaica will be on 4 points. Curacao will be on 4 points. Trinidad 2. And Bermuda 0. So I'm not sure what's going on. There's an attack here. Intercepted. One of the few attacks well defended by Jamaica. I think it was Sealy. And he was well stopped by Lowe. So we did get one of those. Let's go those like... So yeah. So it looked like he did really well. I think yeah, that was a clean tackle. It looked like a clean tackle. Kevon. Yes, people, don't forget to like and subscribe and joining. And, this is really exciting, folks. I'm feeling the energy from you all. Last time I got a lot of feedback, but I would try to respond as much as possible. We are getting some leeway down the wings, folks. You can see there's an attempt to push down our right side with Dante Sealy and Cardines. Two players that I'm very excited about. We do have some very exciting attacking players. Now, for the first time in a while, we do have a situation where the ball is in Jamaica's half. It seems as if there's going to be a long throw from Cardines. It's obviously going to go straight into the box. Let's see. Not bad. It's in. It's bouncing around in the box. It's bobbing around. Jamaica struggling to clear. We got a shot. It just went just over the bar, folks. This is a promising sign because it shows that we can physically handle Jamaica in the box. This was a concern a lot of people raised. During the Gold Cup and leading up to it, we were a bit concerned about our defenders, our ability to defend set pieces. And there seems to be an improvement. In the stadium in Jamaica, you could see fans are still coming in. I don't know what the situation is there, but, we'll have our post-match reactions. As you can see there, it was just over the bar. And Henry heading it over the bar. So, folks, you could also let me know what you think about the new interface as well if you're just joining us. Jamaica 0, Trinidad Tobago 0, 28 minutes in. I have the scoreboard up. I have some graphics now. I didn't have that before. I did that for you all, folks. I did that for you all. Trinidad Tobago once again into the box here, but, the shot was blocked. Spicer tried to get it in. So, we're making some leeway, Drex. I know Drex was mentioning that. So, we're in. Now we have a corner, folks. So can we take advantage of these? Can Trimmingham or maybe, Tyrese or whoever else, can get in there. Kobe Henry, get a header in there. We could probably trouble them physically. So we are looking pretty solid, I think. And, Stefan Yates, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, I don't know. I always wonder about that. So he's going to whip it in now. Can we get something? He tried at the near post. Wasn't the best delivery. Trinidad still in possession at the top of the box. We could try to take advantage of this. This young group of future is in good hands. Correct. I think so. I think we have some exciting players. And once Trinidad Tobago football continue to do things the right way and give York and the staff and everybody what they need, I don't see why not. That's a discussion for later on. So we are making some possession in the midfield here. Rampersad feeding it out to... it's already out wide. I had a little jump in my stream there. Cutting in there. Dante Sealy on top of the box. Trying to unleash that shot. Just couldn't get it off. Trinidad still in possession on top of the box here. 3 Jamaicans to run. Still keeping possession really well here. Trying to find that gap. They're probing. They're passing. Spicer is trying to possibly create a gap, but Jamaica, to their credit, are closing those passing lanes. Some clever footwork, but I think he may have overplayed the ball. Did he play it out? Yes, he did. I think he tried to hold on to the ball a little bit too long, Spicer, but a positive sign. It's showing confidence. Jamaica, to their credit, yeah, he tried to dribble and keep the ball, but it looked like he kind of kept it in. Could be wrong. Maybe my angle is off. So, folks, if you're just joining the live stream, like I said, it's 23 minutes in, 0-0, as you can see on the screen here. We have the starting lineup, and, try to make the stream a little bit pretty. So, folks, like I said, drop those likes, shares, comments, all those things. It really helps the channel, folks. We did have some technical issues at the beginning, so I hope you guys forgive me for that. But, technology is strange. So, listen, folks, this is a good moment for Trinidad Tobago. We are having some more moments in the opposition half. We did survive the initial, I won't say onslaught, but Jamaica's attack. So it's good that we are taking some pressure off ourselves. It's another long throw in near post. It's kind of bobbling around. Jamaica has not dealt with our shots into the box. There's a foul here. I think it's a yellow. It's a yellow. I think they need to calm down a little bit because Trinidad did get the yellow, so there's no need for that. I'm seeing a little bit of emotion from the Trinidad players. Unless, Frederick is injured. But I think we already got the yellow, so Trinidad needs to kind of just, we got the call, just relax. I think even the Jamaicans wondering why are we reacting, but he looks bewildered. There's a bewildered look on his face. York is very furious on the sidelines. Maybe it's a way more ugly tackle than I saw, so I'll probably see a replay soon. So we'll check that out. Let's see, folks. I'm trying to see what's going on. Levi being a good captain here. You could check out our post-match interview with him afterwards. He's talking to the ref and being a very good captain. Levi, by the way, folks, is one of the most humble players, very successful. I'm hoping we did not talk ourselves into a yellow card here. So I'm seeing the replay here, a long throw in. Jamaica is having trouble with those deliveries into the box. So it seemed as if, I'm looking at the replay here. So he gets the ball. I think it was just a professional foul. A bit unnecessary on Jamaica's end because it was not in a particularly dangerous place. So Casey Palmer, the yellow card in the 25th minute, folks. I do have some cool software now. I could put those things in, but there's only so much I could do. York is having a conversation with the ref. Now, folks, I want to put this question to everybody who's watching this stream right now. Trinidad Tobago and Caribbean teams have always been playing, these CONCACAF matches, and we have Spanish-speaking refs. This is not a discriminatory message. But I do find sometimes it does come off as a bit, of a conflict of interest, So we do have a free kick, a good distance out. We have crowded in the box. Cardenas at the end of the delivery. Folks, if you're just joining us, it's the 25th minute. So we do have a free kick. We see Trimmingham and those guys jostling in the box. Can they create something, guys? Kevon, Drex, everybody else who is in there, let me know what you think if you're hearing me, if you're enjoying the stream. So it's the direct approach. They're going into the box. Let's see how it goes. Cardenas is set up. You could see the players jostling. It's whipped in to the far post, but cleared away safely by Jamaica. Jamaica just clearing the ball out, not bothering to pass the ball out. So that's good. We're kind of putting Jamaica on the back foot a little bit. So this is not bad. So I'm getting another. I'm seeing now what the issue was. So when they were doing the breakaway initially, he threw a kick. And I'm thinking they are saying maybe it could be a red. I can see other refs giving that as a red. Good control by Spicer out on the left here. Taking on his player. Cutting back. Still keeping possession. Impressively so. Passing the ball on top of the box. Confidently. I like this. There's a lot of composure. They are trying to force us out into the wings. And Jamaica, to their credit, are doing a good job allowing us to get into those attacking areas. But, cutting off those passing lanes. Drex, should we try using outside the box shots? Yeah, I think so. I think they tried, to be fair, Drex. I think they tried. Unfortunately, I think Jamaica, credit to them, they're doing a good enough job closing down those lanes, and they are possibly playing for a counter-attacking move as well. So I'm realizing we are doing long throw-ins. It's another throw-in. I think it's Cardines, if I'm mistaken. It's in the box. Not cleared well again, so there seems to be a little bit of difficulty handling those long throws in for Jamaica. Now, it was eventually cleared out. So Trinidad once again in possession. So this is a good spell for us, folks. Trinidad and Tobago not getting any clear chances, but are putting Jamaica back a bit, forcing them back. Looking reasonably well in possession. An attempt to try to do a 1-2 there. Recovering possession well. Jamaica are closing down the lanes, but we are winning the ball high up. We have an opportunity here. That's a foul, folks, on top of the box. That is crazy. That is crazy. For any of you who are saying that's supposed to be a foul, the guy's trying to antagonize Levi now. So there's a lot of bad blood in this game, folks, and what I'm seeing. To me, that was a clear foul. Folks, if you are seeing the stream, let me know if you think that's a foul. I think that's a foul on Levi Garcia. And then the defender tried to... A through ball in. It's in the box. Levi cutting in. Goal, folks! It is 1-0. Who is that? Levi Garcia. Levi Garcia in the 28th minute has scored. It's Trinidad and Tobago 1. Jamaica 0. What a goal, folks. What a goal. And they tried to antagonize Levi and he scored. So let me update the score with my cool software, folks. I can do that now. I think so. I hope I can. So let's do that. It is now 1-0 Trinidad and Tobago, folks. Boom. Trinidad and Tobago, folks. Yes, yes. Drop those fire emojis, folks. We are winning. This is the ideal start. And just before that, folks, just before that, there was a scenario where Levi got fouled and he shoved Levi and Levi turned it on. Levi, we said we needed Levi to turn up in this game and he has. It is 1-0, folks, in the 29th minute. If you're just joining us, you're missing a lot. You're joining in on a lot of action. Trinidad and Tobago 1, Jamaica 0. Levi Garcia scored in the 29th minute, folks. The 29th minute. Folks, drop those comments, like, share, subscribe. Come on. Let's do this. Let's do this. So, leading up to it, there was a foul. I don't know if the ref is gesturing to some sort of VAR check. It's so difficult to enjoy goals now because you don't know if they're checking something. I've seen some ridiculous goals. 10 plays behind got taken back. So, they're checking right now. I don't see what the problem is, but the ref is checking something. Folks, I'll be very annoyed if they call this goal back. And also ignoring that foul on Levi. That player is probably regretting. So, it's all good. It's all good, folks. It's official. Trinidad and Tobago. No, it's not all good. It's not all good. Now he's telling us calm down. What is going on, folks? Franklin Thomas, welcome to the chat. Yes, that's a goal. That is definitely a goal. Right now they're checking it. I don't like this. I don't know what they're looking for. We have been robbed in the past, folks. And I'm hoping this is not a situation where it happens again. I don't know what they're checking. Because the reason why I'm annoyed about this, Levi Garcia was fouled just before this goal was scored. And they are checking for offside. So according to VAR, they're checking for offside. Is that the case? Let's see. I'm looking at the ref right now. I'm not seeing anything. They are checking for offside. Okay. So far, so good, folks. I don't know if there's delays in the streams, but they are checking for offside. So Kevon, Franklin Thomas, good. I don't know how they could see that offside because he was behind the defender, unless when the ball was played. But whatever. It doesn't matter now, folks. Trinidad and Tobago, the ideal scenario. They pulled it back, folks. So it is offside. That is nonsense. That is absolute nonsense. How is that offside? How is that offside? That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. That is insane. I'm confused, folks. I'm confused because Levi was behind the player, beat the player. Folks, that's ridiculous. They're saying, Franklin, Kevon, everybody else who's in this stream, that is ridiculous. We always get ridiculous calls in these games. These are the decisions that cost us crucial victories, and people ignore them later on. You know, Andre, which is the other Andre, and I were talking about this when we got a blatant goal taken away from us in the 2018 qualifiers, which was at least 2 meters onside. I would love to see that replay, folks. I'd love to see that replay. So it's 0-0. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Ridiculous for the offside call. Ridiculous for the foul just before the goal was scored where Levi Garcia was fouled. Absolutely ridiculous. Kevon Nanko, I see you looking at the replay. Tell me what you think. This is ridiculous. Now, of course, I didn't get to see the replay. Trinidad once again on the attack. There's 3 versus 4. Trinidad in the box. A bit of a wild shot there. So Trinidad now needs to keep their calm. Spicer taking a shot. But this is ridiculous. This is very ridiculous. You know, these are the things that really hurt teams. And, you know, we have always been on the receiving end. All the way back to before I was born. We were robbed. We had, folks, you could let me know in the comment section. For those of you who know, I'm not going to say it. We were robbed 5 goals in a particular game. You know, there were games, that game against, in the strike squad. I was looking at that game recently. Thankfully, we have the footage to do that. There were so many fouls in the box. It's insane. Our history could have been so different if those fouls were given. Folks, I'm very angry. I am super pissed off about this. And, you know, of course, strategically, they're not showing a replay. So I'm not seeing a replay on my stream here. But I think that's very strange. And like I said, I'm very angry because it seemed as if at least the on-field ref did not see anything. So Jamaica are now in possession in our box. You know, these things could galvanize a team. When you get a goal disallowed, it gives Jamaica that little psychological boost that they need. And it could also demoralize a team. So Jamaica, once again, not doing very well with the passing. Folks, I mean, like I said at the beginning, I'm very okay with a draw. But if you're just joining us, folks, we had a goal disallowed. It looked like it was in. So it was 0-0 in the 33rd minute. And, you know, I really think those of you I haven't seen, Drex, you know, Drex, I wonder if it's rigged. I've seen if it's rigged like sometimes. I don't like that term. But, I mean, that's a ridiculous call. Trinidad, you know, are trying to do some damage control. Yep, the lines were drawn. So, Kevon, is it offside? You're seeing the replay. I can't. Let me know if you think it's offside. Folks, anybody else are seeing different views on different channels? They did not show a replay here, so I didn't see it. So is it like very close? I'm seeing Kevon Nanku in the chat. Is it very close or is it like very obviously offside? Kevon Nanku, according to the YouTube chat, you are the top fan. But it is offside. Okay, so it is. So it stays as it's as 0-0. That's a passionate Trinidad Tobago fan in me. So I haven't seen the replay. Kevon is saying it's close by inches. Folks, if you're joining the live stream, welcome to the live stream. We're seeing the viewers piling in. If you're just joining us, Trinidad Tobago were denied a goal. They're saying it's offside. I haven't been able to see the replay. There's also been some very contentious calls before that goal. Levi Garcia was fallen on top of the box. Plus, he was shoved by the Jamaican player, ignored. And, you know, there was a yellow card. Jamaica in the box. And Jamaica scores. My God. You see, this is what I'm talking about. This is how quickly the game can change. Jamaica just scored. You know, we were just disallowed a goal. So if you're just joining us, Jamaica 1, Trinidad and Tobago 0. Not ideal, folks. Not ideal. And, you know, I'll be very honest with you. This is very demoralizing after just having a goal disallowed. Now, we need to be very calm. We need to be very calm, folks, if you're just joining us. Trinidad Tobago has been playing well. So let's take a look at the replay. So it was a throw by Cardines. Jamaica won the ball. Oh my goodness, I think it was miscommunication between Trimmingham and who is that? It's kind of blurry. And who is that? And Kobe, I think they were indecisive. That split second deciding who was going to get the ball. He did enough. Oh my goodness, that split second. So welcome Ainsley. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Ainsley Ahi. Let's go TT. It's now 1-0, folks, if you're just joining us. Trinidad Tobago have been playing pretty well. This is not the ideal scenario for us. It was always going to be difficult. We did have a goal disallowed, and now it's 1-0 to Jamaica from Bailey Kadamat. Oh my gosh, it's gone. But I didn't get to pronounce his name properly, folks. Forgive me. I didn't get to see the team sheets properly because we had a lot of technical errors. So, folks, let me know what you think. Can Trinidad Tobago come back? Is this the beginning of the end for us? What do you think? Do you think that we can come back in this game, get an equalizer? I think we just need to calm things down. Trinidad Tobago passing the ball at the back, so I think they just need to keep things cool. The officiating, once again, historically has shown to be very much not in favor of us. So it is now 1-0 Jamaica in the 37th minute. And there has been a lot of action if you're just joining us. A disallowed goal, contentious fouls, a yellow that should have been a red, I think, from what I saw. Trinidad Tobago, I think, have been playing really well. Getting some penetration down the right, on top of the box. And I think Rampasad was trying to get the ball out wide. If it's not Rampasad, I think it was Yates. I don't know if I'm pronouncing him correctly. But we are playing pretty well, I think. We are playing okay. I think there was a lapse in concentration for that goal. Trinidad and Tobago are doing pretty okay. Now we have to be calm. Don't concede goals. Levi with some fancy footwork on the wings there, trying to get the ball to the top of the box there. We still have possession. We have to make sure we're calm. Cardines with a crossing. And apparently it's offside. It's offside. Folks, I'm going to tell you something here, and it's going to be very contentious, but I think Trinidad and Tobago fans will agree. We have always been on the receiving end. So I'm trying to figure out how this is offside. I'm looking at the replay. I'm not sure if it's the ball went out of play. So, okay, that makes sense. We have to ensure, because in the past, whenever we conceded goals, we do have a moment where Trinidad and Tobago tends to kind of go in a little bit of a lull for a couple of minutes. So we have to show that mental fortitude. Stay calm. Don't concede a second goal. You know, get to the end of the half. You know, if it's like this, that's okay. Regroup, get back out there and continue to do your thing. Because Trinidad and Tobago has been playing pretty okay. They have been getting a lot of penetration down the right side. Jamaica, to their credit, have been closing them down, but so far so good. Franklin Thomas, welcome. That is why we have to take them on in the box and draw the foul. Jamaica is a wild team. Yes, I think you are correct. I think we are capable. Look, there's another foul there. There's another foul on, if I could see correctly, I think Frederick. So Jamaica, we could use their physicality against them with our dribbling. So if we can get the ball without sacrificing our balance, we can cause some problems in the box here. So, you know, folks, I'm not trying to be negative here, but we have to at least not lose this game. While, yes, it is mathematically possible for us, even after a loss, to still get in, we don't want to go into those other games under pressure. You know, we have to take the initiative and all. At minimum, I would like to get a draw in this game. Ideally, a win. Jamaica is a strong team, make no mistake. Their fans, I try to keep it respectful, but they were basically saying we will get blown away. Jamaica has good players, and, you know, we'll see how it goes. But I think this moment is key for us to calm down. Don't try to attack recklessly. You know, draw any fouls, keep possession, continue doing what they were doing, and get those goals. So I'm seeing Jamaica is trying to pressure us off the ball a little bit more up front. So, but as Franklin Thomas said in the live chat, you know, this is a game where we can easily, our attacking players could cause some problems. So if you're just joining us, folks, it's the 40th minute. Jamaica 1, Trinidad and Tobago 0. There's a lot of actions that you missed. There's a lot of penetration here. Yates going through. He probably should have laid off the ball there. Rampasad winning back the ball. That should be a foul. The ref is allowing play to go on. A shot from outside the box blocked. So Drexel, you did get your shot. I figured he should have passed there. He did have an option out wide. Jamaica is trying to resort to being physical, but to be clear, Trinidad is also handling it pretty well. Jamaica trying to slow things down in the middle. There seems to be a lot of attempts to go down our right side, attacking our right side of defense. So I don't know if they identified, you know, when Cardines goes up, try to catch him on the way up when he leaves that space behind. So there's a lot of Yates. I don't know if I'm pronouncing him correctly. Yes, I agree, Kevin. I think we're playing a lot more positive. I think the confidence is a little bit higher, and it'll be a shame if we don't get a result in this game. Considering how we've been playing, I've seen the progression, folks. I've seen the progression. It's not perfect, okay? It's not elite perfection football that we all dream about, but I'm seeing progression, and sometimes I'm okay with effective football that gets a result, and in time, I see the attempt to play a triangle. So Trinidad has possession on top of the Jamaica box here, being very physical, but Trinidad, to be fair, is holding their own. There's a lot of physicality, and I'm impressed. It's not just mindless physicality, but they're winning the balls without getting fouls. So Trinidad is keeping possession. Trinidad and Tobago losing possession there. So, you know, they have to be a bit more calm. And like I said, you know, don't lose control of the game. If we could get into halftime at 0-0, regroup, plan, you know, Dwight York could probably analyze with his analysts. Lime, welcome Lime. Why the hell is Raymond on the bench? I don't know. Who do you think should have started? Let me know what you think. Welcome to the chat, Lime. So that's a proper Trini name. So the viewers out there, be sure to like, drop comments, because it really helps the channel, folks. I was going to take a break at halftime, but I think there's a lot to discuss for all of us. What's happening? Is there an injury? What's going on? I saw... For a split second, I looked away from the screen. What's going on? Is there an injury, folks? What's happening? People in the live, so I'm seeing a tackle on other episode, which, wow, that should have been a yellow, but the ref played on. I think it's by Hayden for Jamaica, number 14. Isaac Hayden got the yellow eventually. Someone is off for Trinidad Tobago. Folks, can you see it? Because I didn't see it. So people in the live stream, if you're just joining us, be sure to share the stream with everybody else. And, let us know what you think. I'll be doing this for all the home games. For the away games. I'll be trying to do it for the home games. There's a lot of red tape, as I said, folks. If you're just joining us, like I said, it's 1-0 to Jamaica. Trinidad are actually doing okay, folks. The scoreline does not reflect really the how the game is going. A speculative ball there. Trying to get it to Levi, but, well contained by Jamaica. Jamaica keeping the ball calmly in their half. Not attacking too much. Trinidad and Tobago have been winning the ball higher up the pitch. Dwight York gesturing for his players to pressure up to a certain point, not pressuring them high up the pitch, but clearly selective pressing. So clearly they're being trained. Someone's coming on here. My Alexa came on in the background, I think. So Jamaica making some penetration into our box, causing some problems for Cardines, but Josiah Trimmingham and Cardines, except for that one moment. Folks, the goal that was scored was a moment, I think, of just a split second of hesitation between, it was between Trimmingham and I think it was Kobe, and Jamaica was able to capitalize and, ward off the defender and score. So Jamaica have a throw-in in our area. They're taking their time. I think they're willing to go into halftime 1-0. With all things considered, the game is not out of reach yet. I think Trinidad should not get discouraged. In the past, when we have conceded goals, we have had this ability where we take really long to react. So, folks, let me know what you think about the game so far. If you're just joining us, Lime, we need Justin for Yates and Raymond on. That's on trim. Yeah, I think that was a split second. That decision-making was really... That's how crucial these games are. Now, you can see there's a difference with the sport. So, the referee is saying 5 minutes extra time. So we'll see if anything can happen in that time. If I'm not mistaken, I'm looking at some of the replays on the fouls here. So, we're looking okay. So I'm going to take a quick look at the stats here. So according to the stats, 51% Jamaica, 49% for Trinidad. It's pretty close. They got 4 shots, we got 3, 1 shot on target, and that shot was a goal for Jamaica. As it stands in the group, if it stays like this, Jamaica and Curacao on top. Jamaica 6, Curacao 4 points. So, the game continues, folks. If you're just joining us, we're heading halftime. We have about 4 minutes left. And, like I said, Bermuda has just equalized. I think, oh yeah, Kevon just said it as well. So, folks, a lot of people are not giving Bermuda... I'll get back to that in a bit. Jamaica getting in the box, but ushered out well to get a goal kick for us by Powder, who has proven to be very versatile for us. Kyle, so Lime, I can't trust Powder, especially with his rash play style. Can't afford another red. Curacao 2, Bermuda 2. Wow. So, folks, a lot of people have been underestimating Bermuda, and I don't know why. I believe we should respect all opponents. A lot of people are saying it's a sure 6 points, and it's not. It's going to be a difficult game. So according to Kevon in the chat, Bermuda has scored. I can verify that in a moment. I'm just focused completely on this game. So, folks, that's something we should take into consideration. A lot of people are talking about Jamaica and Curacao, but Bermuda is letting people know that they mean business as well. So as it stands, the points are now Jamaica on 6 and Curacao back down to 2. We're in the box here. Shot on goal, well saved by Jamaica. I thought he should have cut back there. Trinidad did have a shot there, folks. Perhaps a bit of composure where we could have just passed the ball off. Maybe he tried to trick the keeper. We have possession a little bit here. Can we make a last run? It's 2 minutes into the 5 minutes of injury time. We are going on to wing. Spicer has been a bit isolated towards the end of this first half. They're double teaming on Spicer, so he's not able to penetrate as much. Clearly, they identified him as a danger. Trinidad passing the ball around, keeping the ball in our half, just keeping things calm. There's no need to recklessly attack. A really bad attempt at a 1-2 and an unnecessary giveaway in the midfield, I think. A 1-2 that was just an unforced error there. I think with a little composure and tuning. Jamaica trying to go down the wings here. Keeping the ball. I think Jamaica seems to be content to just sort of let us chase and keep composure down. Yes, he's been double teamed for sure. I haven't seen him play, in this particular... obviously in the last qualifier he didn't play against Curacao, but who do you think should come on? What do you think about the subs? We'll talk about that at halftime. I normally would take a rest. Jamaica with a pathway on goal, a cutback, excellent save by Smith. Excellent Smith. Campbell cutting in and out, causing some problems, but excellent composure by Denzel Smith. As you see the replay here, he cuts in on Powder, I think, and finds that gap in between, but very good reading by Denzel Smith here, folks. That was a bit scary. That could have been 2-0. Going in 2-0 is very scary. So Dwight York is clearly seeing that. You just have to be clinical to beat Jamaica. Yeah, I think so. I think we need to calm down. We've seen a lot of things to suggest that Trinidad are capable of at least creating chances, which is positive. We are holding possession. Maybe Nathaniel James. There's a through ball in. Spicer is in behind. Cut it across. It was a very weak attempt across. I think with a crisper pass, we could have at least... got a shot, but we got a corner here, folks. We are getting penetration, folks. We are getting penetration. Folks in the comment section, the viewers are released. I'm seeing the viewers piling in, folks. Let me know what you think. Everybody in there, be sure to like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you all think about the stream, how it's sounding. What do you think about my stream so far? I'm new to this. I mean, I've done this a few times. Wayne Fred has impressed me. Yes, he's playing pretty decent. I think overall, I mean, there are some mistakes. But I'm seeing the progression. So we do have a corner. Cardines getting ready. Let's see how this goes. Whipped in. Cleared by Jamaica. We still have possession on top of the box. I was hoping we would probably get one more shot, but I think Trinidad is content to just run down the last couple seconds. Giving the a dangerous ball somewhat, because the ball kind of slowed down on the pitch. And I think the ref is about to blow the whistle for the first half. And it's the end of the first half, folks. Trinidad and Tobago 0. Jamaica 1. And folks, I'll tell you this. I'm trying to manage the clock here. So it is now halftime, folks. If you're just joining us in the live stream, we could have some discussions, folks. It's halftime. I'll have my drink. I'm going to block the sponsor, but I think you could figure out who it is. It's not a sponsor. Nobody's getting freebies on this, folks. I'm doing this for the people. So everybody in the live stream, let me know what you think. I really appreciate the support of this and, the encouragement for me to do this. A lot of people have been supporting me. I did manage to get the black Trinidad and Tobago jersey, folks. But if you're just joining us, the first half has just ended. Trinidad and Tobago 0, Jamaica 1. And to be honest with you, folks, we had a goal disallowed. There was some contentious calls in the first half. But it's been a pretty... even game, I think. Both teams creating chances. I think we could go into this halftime with Dwight York seeing some positives. They need to calm down, reassess, and then, Steve McLaren will definitely not be happy with what he's been seeing. Trinidad is definitely giving him a run for the money, and you can see a shot of the crowd here. They don't look overly happy with what they're seeing. And I think there's reason for encouragement, folks. A lot of encouragement should take place. So I'm seeing one of my friends in the crowd, Arun. What are you doing in Jamaica, Arun? You don't know I can see you, but I'm seeing you on your phone. Apparently that was a chartered flight. Thanks for not letting the public know, because I'm sure a lot of people would like to know. Would have gone to this game. Folks, I'm seeing, I'm getting some shots with the Jamaicans here. I like their uniform. But folks, in the live stream, let me know what you think. Drop comments in the comment section. Let me know joining in, because I'll also be doing a giveaway. I did not forget that. I will be doing a giveaway and we'll be trying to get access to the jerseys. So one lucky person, once you comment, you automatically qualify for a jersey. I'll try to get it signed from some of the players as well. So, that's some little initiative. And also, I may be giving away a copy of EAFC 26 when it comes out. So we'll be doing that as well. Folks, also we have some CPL content. You could check that out. Head over to extvmedia.com where we do detailed breakdowns of the games and, our predictions. We got the first prediction right. I said it was going to be a 0-0, one narrow goal scoring affair. And it was. It ended up being 0. We could have even won that game. So, folks, let me know what you think about the game so far. What do you think about the tactics, the selection? Has the absence of Molino affected us? Do you think that we could come back in this game and even snatch a victory? I think we can. Folks in the live stream, let me know what you think. And like I said, don't forget to click that notification bell. And we'll be doing the live streams, reactions, getting post-match reactions, everything. And also, there's a lot of other new YouTubers out there and people doing Trinidad Tobago content. This is great. So like I said, folks, I'm going to pull up some of the stats here real quick. My throat is getting dry. I need to hydrate soon. So according to the stats so far, Trinidad has more percent. Welcome Naldo Prescott. A game like this, we are missing Daniel Phillips, to be honest. I think so. Molino as well. I think with Molino, credit to the guys who are playing. I think with his decisiveness in the midfield, we probably could have got a goal by now. So I agree, Naldo Prescott. Kevon, we can. Right now, Kevon Nanku is number 1 on the top fans thing. So maybe I could use that as the voting criteria. It's going to be random, folks. It's going to be random. Commenting, following us on Instagram, Extra Time TV TT. Also, my personal Instagram. Also on Twitter, Extra Time TV TT. You could follow there as well. Subscribe to the channel. Head over to extvmedia.com. Drop comments. All these things help you, folks. We're paying attention to all that. Frederick has a future. Yes, I agree. Am I pronouncing this correctly, folks? Is it Yates? Yeah, he is a bit underwhelming. I think he had some moments. He did make some mistakes, I think. Folks, let me know where you're watching the game from, because I know that last time we had this stream, people were watching from all over the world. France, Qatar. Folks, I want to say a special concern, a special heartfelt shout out to the people of Qatar. For those of you who've been paying attention to the news, there have been some missile attacks from Israel. My brother lives there, so I hope everybody is safe. There's a lot of tension going on, so I brought that up. My Alexa came on. I don't know if you guys are hearing that. Alexa, stop. Folks. So yeah, just to continue, let me know what you all think. What you all think about the game. What you all think so far. Naldo Prescott, everybody, welcome to the stream. Drop those comments, follow. I was talking about the stats. So it says Trinidad Tobago 51, 49% for Jamaica. They got 2 shots on target. We got 1, 5 versus 4. So we got 4, they got 5. Fouls 3, yellow cards 2 for them. So there's a lot of yellow cards. They're playing very physical, and I think who it was, Franklin Thomas mentioned that we have to get in. Tuning in from the Trinidad Tobago Police Academy. Wow. Excellent. Law enforcement. Show some love to our law enforcement in Trinidad Tobago. It's not easy out there, Naldo. I know, a lot of people underestimate, how tough it is to be a law enforcement officer. And, sometimes you all get a bad rap. I have a lot of good friends who are police officers, and they're very polite, well-liked by the community. And, it's tough out there. So everybody out there, folks, let me know what you think so far. It's halftime. I'm going to drink my unbranded drink here because I'm very thirsty. It's matcha. It's very healthy for you. It's cold. Folks, once I get, folks, at the beginning of the stream, we had some technical issues. I had the stream all set up, ready to go, and then it just died, which I paid for. For folks who have been asking where you can watch the game, for people in Trinidad Tobago, I think it's blocked on YouTube in our region, which I think is crazy, the Trinidad Tobago people. But I think it's on Rush Sports, for those of you who have Rush Sports. I believe it's on Paramount Plus as well. You could look at it there. So anybody else, if there's any stream out there, let me know. Naldo, Natty James to come in for the number 10 role. Yes, he's a very explosive, confident player. He always causes problems when he comes on. He's a threat from set pieces. Probably for Yates. So yeah, so folks, let me know what you think. Is Dwight York, is he going to make changes? Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. So I'm going to fix this behind my TV. Is playing some music here. So I'm going to put my cool EXTV background, folks. As you can see here. Let me know what you think about that. I don't know if you can see it. What do you think? We're at EXTV Studios, folks. Ricky B, welcome back. Welcome back, Ricky. I remembered if we can pull out a draw from this would be good for us. If the Bermuda versus Curacao game. I agree. I agree. I mean, we could only control what we have now. I mean, ideally, a win for us would be great. I think if somebody told me right now we would get a draw even before the match, I would take it. I am seeing signs that we are capable. We have to be really calm. As you can see, those moments of lapses, folks. That split second between, I think it was Trimmingham and I think it was Kobe Henry as well. That split second they were able to capitalize. It pretty much came from a throw-in that just went wrong. Franklin Thomas, I find Levi take on too much jobs on the field. His job should be getting the ball and taking players on. Yes, I agree. Once again, welcome back, Ricky B, who supported me on the live stream. It's because of you all I'm doing this. Franklin, I agree as well, because it's a similar comparison to maybe what Argentina had some problems years ago before they sorted it out, that oftentimes Messi would have to do everything. And the supporting cast needs to be able to give him the support he needs so he could focus on doing what he does best, which is taking on players, giving that crucial pass and even scoring. He is lethal. Folks, also let me know what you think. If you're just joining us, there was a lot of action in the first half. We got a goal disallowed. There was a lot of fouls. Some saying that the foul that was a yellow should have been a red. Jamaica creating a couple chances, but a lot of people saying in the live stream here that they slowed it down and it was offside. So I guess it was. Offside. Anybody else, if you agree, disagree, let me know. Kevon seems to be on top of his game, folks. Welcome, Tywayne Gaming. Welcome. Can anyone send me the link so I can watch this game? Folks, help out our boy, Tywayne. Tywayne, I'll try my best to keep you updated on the game as best as I can. Welcome to the live stream. Watch along. You could drop a like. Head over to extvmedia.com. Follow us on our socials, because, folks, I'm not just saying that when you do that, you automatically qualify for a chance for one of these. Maybe the red, white, or black, whichever one I get, and I will try to get a signature to just for me to reciprocate. So when you do that, you automatically qualify for a chance for the draw to get that jersey. So, do that, folks. Appreciate it. Head over to extvmedia.com. Follow on our socials on Instagram, EXTVTT, Extra Time TV TT on Twitter as well, on Facebook as well, Extra Time TV TT. And just like, comment, continue to support. It really helps. Naldo, folks, if you could help out Tywayne and anybody else who wants to watch the game, if there's any information dropping in the live stream, what I could say is Drex, if we only had Prime Stone, John, and Latapi. Yeah, I mean, those guys are proper legends. So Naldo, I believe Yates. Okay, so I'm pronouncing it correctly. Thank you, Franklin. We have a goal or two. I think we can. I'm being positive. I think we can. I think Trinidad Tobago can get something. So for those of you who can't see the stream, like I said, it's available on Rush Sports if you have that, according to what I've seen here. Usually for the international viewers, I know a lot of them look at it on Paramount Plus, which is something you have to pay for. Sometimes Fox Soccer Channel, I believe. It is on the CONCACAF YouTube page as far as I know. But for some reason in our region we can't see it, which I don't understand that, folks. I don't know if there's a reason behind it, if it's a rights issue. If someone has a bit more knowledge on that, please explain to me. I want to do one of these at the home games of Trinidad and Tobago. Well, obviously I can't broadcast a game, but there's a lot of red tape and a lot of people that don't want that to happen, folks. So really, your support really helps. Kingsley Ledge, welcome. Hope Trinidad will come back strong, but why do they always come back strong in the second half? That's a question we all ask. Dwight York has said it repeatedly. For anybody who has watched Trinidad and Tobago, it just seems like it's a thing with us. We're reactive. But to be fair, in defense of the team in this game, I think they really were I think they were managing the game well. I think they were creating chances. We had that goal disallowed. I think with all things considered, the 1-0 scoreline is a bit deceptive. I think Jamaica took that one chance they got from a little bit of moment of indecision. We'll talk about that in the post-match. So yes, I didn't read the entire thing. So RS, welcome. I feel the refereeing decisions that are made subject to VR in our region are inconsistent. Yes, I agree as well. For example, Palmer's yellow looked a bit too severe not to be a straight red card. The boys can do it still. And I've said this before. I think some of these guys look at these. VAR is supposed to make things a bit more clearer, in those, clear and obvious situations. There's a lot of rules. I won't go into it here. And when I looked at the replay, it was clearly malicious intent with the tackle because he was beaten. It was not in a dangerous position and he just swung his foot on it. It really comes down to the human element. The human makes a decision. And I guess it's down to the interpretation of the rules. And we always seem to not really get the better end of those calls. So RS, welcome to the chat, and I agree with what you're saying. Franklin Thomas, Drew, Stern John, not ready for this team. This is the best team. I think this is a very exciting young team. I am excited about the possibilities. I'm excited about what York is trying to do. I'm excited that he seems to be getting the support that he needs. And once the TTFA and everybody involved do what they need to do, because there's a lot of nonsense that goes on behind the scenes. And people who follow football and know this, people that don't have the team's best interest. Once we do things correctly, everybody supports the team and do things the right way, we can progress. Corruption is what hurt us in the past. We need to learn from those mistakes. And some people need to step aside. That's another podcast, folks, and we can talk about that. Franklin, next one, Naldo Scott, Drex868, if we only had, I remember you mentioned that. Naldo Prescott is still in the balance. Ricky B, come on, boys. I'm sure we can pull this off. I think we can, folks. And folks, I'm seeing more streamers coming in. I'm really happy about this. I really appreciate the support. I'm feeding off your energy, folks. I did this because fans asked me to do it. This would not be possible without you all. I believe in supporting each other and supporting the team. And this is my way of helping you guys who can't see it, and gals. And I really appreciate that. Elite Sports TV. Welcome, Elite Sports. I really would love to do some work with Elite TV Sports. I could not do the match preview to Elite Sports, but we can do something afterwards if you like. And, keep dropping those comments and we'll communicate. Folks, you can check out Elite Sports. From Jamaica. We were supposed to do the match preview. We're just scheduling conflicts. So welcome, Elite. Welcome, and be sure to drop a like and support. The players are warming up on the side of the pitch. Kingsley Ledge. I want Nathaniel James to play in the second half. I think we all agree that Nathaniel is going to come on in the second half. I see the players are coming back on. So I haven't seen any noticeable subs yet. I'm going to pull up the data on my side and see if I could get something here. A bit more details. Sofascore has provided us with a lot of details. Folks, if you want to look at our match previews as well, even though it's after the game, you could take a look. We cover a lot of details with data and so on. We like to base a lot of our information on data. There's a lot of opinions and so on, but we like to preface a lot of our conclusions with data. Of course, there's a human element. We are fans of Trinidad Tobago. We have people who are fans of Jamaica in the stream right now. Elite Sports TV. I checked out some of the content, great content. And, giving information as best as possible to give the best possible thoughts we can. Some people mentioned to me, I should mention that I did work in a lot of sport data before. I worked with the women's national team. I worked at professional clubs before. And, I try to give as much insight as I can. That's why I bring on former players. And also, you all are very valuable because everybody's opinion counts. This is not TV where you are censored. You can speak your mind, folks, and I will listen. There is no wrong answer. And if we disagree, that's okay. That's what it's about. RS, win, lose, or draw, Soca Warriors, so we die. The boys have to show some mental focus. And we have to pull through. So, they have restarted, folks. And we are back. It's the second half. So I'm reading out the rest of the comment here. Win, lose, or draw. Soca Warriors till we die. The boys have to show some mental focus just to pull it through. They have it in them because of the freshness and youth. I agree. Kingsley Ledge question. How did Bermuda score the goals against Curacao? I didn't see that game. I'm completely focused on this game. So I'll rely on people in the live stream to let me know what you think about that. Folks, I'm not wearing my blue light protectors, which I should be wearing. I usually wear these glasses that are very good for your eyes. I have a link in the description below for those of you. I'm trying to help everybody. If you're going to do a lot of screen time, wear those things. Wear those things. They help your eyes. So the game has resumed. I'm not seeing any notable changes on my end. Let's see. I'm not really seeing any changes of note. Unless you guys are seeing anything. I'm not. So Jamaica, according to this, 4 at the back, 2 defensive midfielders, 3 across with a cam and the striker. So I had a little glitch in my stream there, but Trinidad with a chance just now. So we are creating chances, folks. We are creating chances. It is 46 minutes in. Sealy. I'm seeing a replay here. Sealy on top of the box. Frederick. Ooh, it was not that far, folks. That little delay, I missed a lot. So we are creating chances. We have to be very careful when we attack. We attack with balance. We use of footballing intelligence. I'm sure York told these guys this. So it's down to the players now to execute. You know, we go for that equalizer, but we be calm. And the key thing is that we are creating chances, folks. We are creating chances. I expect Jamaica putting some pressure. They won't pressure in that much in the first half. So I'm assuming they would try to, come at us. But, Trinidad has come out a bit more aggressive this time. Maybe sort of like Curacao. Jamaica, whenever we do go down the wings, their wing backs and their centre backs, sometimes the midfielders double up on our wide players. So both Sealy and Spicer have not been having a lot of freedom down the wings like they had against Curacao. Curacao did play 3 at the back and were a bit more withdrawn. And I think the cost of that is when they do attack, they are susceptible to counter-attack. So we are doing a lot of long throws. A long throw to Levi, who holds up the ball really well. Shrugs off his player, whips it into the box. Ooh, Levi is so strong on the ball, folks. Very strong. What a player, folks. Aren't we blessed to have a player like Levi Garcia and all these young players that are coming in? And there's a lot of players in the talent pool in Trinidad Tobago. I see you guys. I really love that other YouTubers are doing videos and highlighting these things. They're doing a great job highlighting these players. I do as much as I can. And so Levi is on the ball. He's cutting in. He's trying to dribble. Pass to the top of the box. Shot by Dante Silly, I believe. Or Rampasad. I can't see. It's a little bit blurry. Welcome, Vidya. Let's go, boys. Welcome to the live stream. All support is appreciated. I'm seeing a lot of viewers, folks. Be sure to like, comment, and share. It really helps. Also, I didn't mention at halftime, we have the EXTV merch store. Which I'll put a link on for those of you who can head over to extvmedia.com. It's usually under all the YouTube videos. It helps support the channel and it enables me to do this. So it was Levi on top of the box. A quick cut back to Sealy. Was quickly closed down and forced a corner. So we are putting some pressure on Jamaica a little bit now, which is good. We're not sitting back. Cardines taking all the corners so far. Whipped it in. Cleared by Jamaica. Not too far. 50-50 on top of the box. A bit of a half chance here. The ball is still bubbling around in the box. Trinidad, Jamaica trying to break away. We may have to resort to a strategic foul. And Sealy doing enough to throw him off and not getting a foul. So that's impressive. I was a bit worried there because it seemed like he had a stepped on Dante Sealy. So good dropping back. Line, we are missing these simple layoffs, but I get it. Yeah, I agree. I think, but I will say it's positive that we are creating chances. Like I said, it's not perfect, folks. It's not perfect. I don't know what's going on with my background and why this came on. That little dude. So I'm putting on my EXTV background here, folks. Let me know what you think. Created it myself. So Trinidad on top of the box here. Inside the box, holding off. Another shot block. So we are getting opportunities. We are putting pressure. Dante Silly, who is capable of scoring amazing goals. He's very skillful. He plays really well in the MLS. As you can see, I'm seeing a replay of the tackle. I think we were fortunate to not get a fall, but I think it was more the Jamaican player falling over. I didn't get to see his number there. Silly missed yet another layoff. Yes, the decision making in the box, I think sometimes the nerves get to them. But we have a corner, folks, so we're going to continue with that. If you're just joining us, we have a corner, folks. Cardines whips it in. So far, no success on the headers, and a very weak shot from on top of the box from Yates. So no substitutions from what I'm seeing, which I'll have to update on my graphic, folks. Folks, let me know what you think about my graphic. That wasn't there in the last stream. He just slicing at it. Yes, we need some composure. We need some composure on top of the box. Welcome, Snack FN. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Welcome to the live stream. If we lose, what next? Well, mathematically, we still have a chance, but we have our next 2 games are away games. So, away to Curacao, away to Bermuda. These we'll be putting pressure on ourselves, and we want to really get on top of the group. Yes, it's second place. We can play the playoff spot, but that's difficult. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it's going to be very difficult for us to top the group. We're going to have to get good results in all our games and hope the other teams takes points off each other. The last time I checked, folks, I think Curacao equalized in their game in the Bermuda. I think it's 2-2 in that game. I'm not sure. I was supposed to check at halftime. So as it stands, if you're just joining us, it is 1-0 to Jamaica in the 51st minute. The time really flies in this stream. Curacao lime on that hybrid turf is very difficult. I played on some of those things, and it's while I like it, it really takes some getting used to. I'm not a huge fan, and for those of you who remember, a good example. I think we beat Curacao. I think I was in a CONCACAF Nations League game. Jamaica, a bit of a scramble in the box here, but cleared. I'm seeing the ref blowing the whistle, so the ball probably was already out. That was a bit of a late call by the ref. Jamaica did get some penetration in there. So some substitutions. Anderson and Dixon are coming on. And I'm trying to see who they're coming on for Jamaica. Okay, it's Sinak, but Goods hopefully turned out. Sinak, okay. Thanks for the correction. I want to get everybody's name correct. So for Jamaica, so Nixon is coming on. So for Jamaica, I'm now seeing the subs. Campbell is coming off for Anderson, as we can see here. No subs for Trinidad Tobago so far. So Jamaica made a double sub. So Dixon for Campbell. And I missed the other sub. I can't see it. We need to make subs earlier. Last time we played, their players were all sliding. Yes, so back to my point. When we played them at home, we won. And then it was a complete disaster. I think if we won that game, we could have gone to the Copa America, if I'm not mistaken. And it ended up like some ridiculous scoreline. And our players did struggle. So I'm sure Dwight York and his analysts may have taken that into consideration. And hopefully they took the necessary precautions. Sinak, man, I was so happy when Trini scored. Yeah, I know they feel it. So Jamaica out wide here, 1v1 situation. They are getting some sort of movement in the box, but no penetration. Whipping the ball out wide. Trinidad safely getting the ball out. So Jamaica trying to get a foothold back in the game. A clearance by Kobe Henry. So folks, if you're just joining us, it is 1-0. 53 minutes into this crucial World Cup qualifier against Jamaica. Be sure to like, comment, share with your friends. All these things really help. Raymond has to come on. We'll see. I think with all things considered, our defense, folks, let me know what you think. I mean, I've been watching since Dwight York took over, since the Unity Cup, and I think the defense has improved. We are far from perfect. I'm not going to lie and say we're perfect, but I'm seeing the progression. There's a lot of things we need to improve on. Wow, my throat is dry. I have matcha and water, folks. Maybe next time I can have a sponsor from one of these companies. That'll be nice. Capelli, I had to buy my jersey. Folks, if you're wondering, I got my jersey at the stadium. And I think you could get it at fan club as well. It was very difficult to get it otherwise. Timeliness, I couldn't order on the website because I would probably get it after the game was done. Somebody asked me to do a review. So Jamaica has now a corner in the 54th minutes. Another situation to test our defense. So here we go. Jamaica with I'm trying to pull up some stats here, but it's proving difficult. Whipped in. Ball still in the box. Clearance not enough. An attempt at a lofted pass into the box, but nobody reading it from Russell for Jamaica, and came to nothing in the end. So it's a relief for Trinidad and Tobago. Lime, we need help on the left side going forward. Yeah, it seems as if Jamaica clearly identified our wide players. As you can see, the formation, even though it's listed as 4-4-2, you can see it modifies and changes. And a lot of people, I'm trying to explain something. I'm not being preachy, but even though you may see 4-3-3 or certain formations, when in possession it changes. When in offensive position it changes. So it's more like a guideline. Rampasa doing well to keep possession. 2 men on him. Did well to keep possession. With the pressure from the Jamaicans. So Jamaica winning a throw-in here. Lay with the throw-in. Trying some combination play on the wings. Jamaica seems to have neutralized the momentum of Trinidad at the moment. And we will have data brought to you by Sofascore, which is a global sporting data company, folks. These things, we have a lot of sophisticated fans. So, folks, buddy, you need a cold brew title sponsor completed by... Well, I don't drink alcohol, but, I was actually thinking when I have the next watch-along, I invite some people to have the watch-along with me as well. What do you all think about that? Come to the EXTV studios, maybe have a different location. What do you all think? Some people mentioned that to me and I didn't think about it. So we could do that. Maybe have multiple people on. Folks, let me know if you're hearing me okay. Sinak, if we don't win, at least get a draw. I think so as well. I think I said at the beginning of the game, not trying to be negative, but we got a draw. Jamaica is in the box, folks. Is that offside? Is it offside? Oh my gosh, Jamaica 2-0 up. 2-0 up, folks. Worst case scenario. Jamaica scored. It's not an impossible thing. So, as it stands, Jamaica, if you're just joining us, folks, Jamaica has just scored. It looked a bit dodgy. So, let's take a look at the replay. Getting past two guys, a bit of a giveaway by Powder, I think. That looks offside, folks. He looks like he was in an offside position. When the ball was played, the goal scorer was in an offside position. That looks offside to me, folks. I'm looking at my replay. When the ball was played to him, he was already in front of the defender. They have to at least take a look at that, folks. They have to take a look at that. If this goal stands, that's absolutely outrageous and a disgrace. They need to look at that. They need to look at that. I'm not seeing a VAR review. Why is that? That's crazy. Folks, I looked at the replay. That looks offside. They need to take a look at that. If they looked at ours, they have to look at that. Levi needs to speak to the referee and say they need to take a look. So they're looking at it now, folks. They're looking at it. I think it's clearly offside from what I saw. I only got to see one replay. So, folks, in the comment section, what do you think? Is it offside? Right now, it's possibly 2-0 to Jamaica. They're checking the goal. When the ball was whipped into the box, the player was ahead of the Trinidadian defenders. That's what I saw. And he was clearly ahead. I saw one replay. So, Lime, I think they're checking it right now. Unless it was touched by a Trinidadian. We'll see. So I wish I could see another replay though, folks. I'm not seeing a replay in my feed. I'm only seeing a picture of the ref walking around. I think if it's 2-0, it's trouble, folks. In the live stream, let me know what you think. Kevon, I'm seeing you saying, yep. What do you think? Jamaican trying to rile things up. I think they're just trying to manipulate the ref. Dixon is problems. Yeah, he definitely caused problems. It's close. I'm not seeing a replay anymore, folks. Usually they don't show a replay. I guess the goal is given. I don't like that they don't show the replay though. So, wow, it's 2-0. Jamaica getting that goal. From what I saw, folks, from what I saw, that looked offside. So, let's see. So, they're not showing the right angle. The replay I'm seeing is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. The angle, there's no way you can see it. Yes, that's what I'm talking about, Kevon. I think it's offside. So, and listen, they are not showing the angle here. So, I totally disagree. I think it's a disgrace of a call. I'm going to talk about it after the game. I'm going to take a look at it. Unless a Trinidad Tobago player touched it, then that negates that. So, I'm seeing Lime said that Kobe touched it. Folks, listen, we've come back from 2-0 down against Jamaica already. So, don't write them off yet. Folks, if you're just joining us, it's the 60th minute. Jamaica has just scored. It's now the second. It scored their second goal, so it's now 2-0. A lot of people saying it's offside, but in the replay, some of the people in the live stream here are saying, it was touched by Kobe before, so that negates the offside claim. So in the stream, people are verifying this. I can't see the replay, so I'll take you. I trust you guys if that's what you're saying. Welcome, Sheldon CPO. I see you're in the live stream. Sheldon CPO is a very knowledgeable guy about football and, sports strength and conditioning, and has a very interesting business. So, Sheldon, I've been paying attention. Congratulations to you, Sheldon CPO. Check him out. Sheldon, let me know your thoughts as well, folks. Let me know your thoughts so far. So, it's 2-0 in the 60th minute. This is an uphill task, folks. When they start powder, when we have a fit left back. Because, that situation, they clearly identified that weakness. Folks, it's not completely done yet. It's going to be difficult now. We have a shot on top of the box here. Somebody mentioned that ability to lay off the ball at the last minute. The decision making when we're on top of the box to lay off is very slow. We wait that 1 second too long to lay off the ball. Yates, I think Dante Seeley a couple times. I do agree. A lot of people, I'm seeing Lime is questioning Powder's inclusion. So, for example, here, Yates has been poor in the comment section. Yeah, my stream, folks. This is interesting. Now we have an uphill task. Because Trinidad and Tobago, this is not ideal. It's not impossible. It does not rule us out of the World Cup, but it definitely doesn't help. So Kevon has been our official VAR for EXTV stream. He's checking it out and he says it's a good goal. So if Kevon says it's a good goal, it's a good goal. We'll talk about it in the reaction. So folks, if you're just joining us in the live stream, welcome. It's 2-0. Like I said, Trinidad and Tobago would have ideally liked a draw or win in this game. We had a lot of action, disallowed goals, contentious goals, calls, some cards that should have been, we'll talk about afterwards. I did not have the luxury of good replays. And Kevon Nanku, Kobe misplaced his header. So, once again, a situation where, the defense was, microscopic errors, minute errors, which proved costly. But truth be told, folks, even though we are 2-0 down, we have not been playing. Jamaica are error prone. We have come back in the past against Jamaica. They are making mistakes. We do have a chance here. 2-1, folks. Is it offside? It is 2-1. That's exactly what I was saying. I'm afraid to celebrate. I want to make sure it's a goal, folks. But as it is, Jamaica giving away the ball, folks. So, Trinidad and Tobago, if you're just joining us, folks, the game is not over, like I said. Now, I'm afraid to celebrate because you don't know these games anymore. If they're going to check for some offside or some ridiculous thing I haven't seen. So I'm going to wait a couple seconds before I celebrate. But as it stands, if you're just joining us, Trinidad and Tobago has just pulled one back. A giveaway from Jamaica. Handing the ball off. And I'm trying to pull up by Low. And composure. You see Rampasad. I think it's to Sealy. Oh, no, it's Yates. Yates had the composure to pass it to Levi. And this is what we need. Jamaica are not without mistakes. So we should take credit from this one. So it's not done. But I'm afraid to celebrate. They're checking. And if I've known anything in the past, if there's a minute chance we're not going to get the chance, we're not going to get it. I can see Levi's face is annoyed. We have been robbed in the past, folks. And for those veterans out there who know, Trinidad has been repeatedly on the receiving end. So they're checking for offside. My God. So if you're just joining us, it's 2-1, but we're waiting to see if the goal is offside. He's going to check because, of course, they're going to check for Trinidad and Tobago. That's what they do. What they're going to do. So is it good, folks? I saw the last time people said it was good and it wasn't good. So I'm waiting till it's official, until it's actually on the touchline and they start. I'm seeing some Trinidadian fans. I'm seeing my friend Arun in there. Arun, you should have told me he was going, but then, I think James is coming on and Telfa. I think that makes sense. Telfa has that pace on the wings, and James as well. So I'm gonna have to make some changes. So who's coming off? James is coming on, folks. You could help me out here as well. Dante Sealy for Ryan Telfa, Nathaniel James. So I'm gonna try to update that in my squad list. So Dante Sealy is replaced by Telfa. I think so. Is that correct, folks? Let's see. Telfa. So, folks, if you're wondering why I got quiet all of a sudden, it's because I'm updating the squads for you guys. Because I want to make our graphics look really cool, folks. Sky Sports, ESPN. One guy and I'm doing all this. Haha. Okay, so there's the other substitution. It is good, folks. It is confirmed that the goal is good. And substitution-wise, I know Yates came off. Jamaica with a 1v1 here. Well done. A good save by Smith. Folks, can you remind me who the other substitution is? I knew Telfa came on. And I know Yates is off. And I'm trying to update the lineup here. So, folks, can you tell me? It's not updating on my information here. I don't know why. Nathaniel James came on for who? So the goal has been disallowed. Do you see? It's crazy. It's crazy. The goal has been disallowed. So I have a little bit of delay clearly from some other people here. So once again, once again. But folks, we are creating chances. We are creating chances. So it was called off. If you're just joining us, we had another goal disallowed by Levi. I did not see the replay. I think that second one was a bit, dodgy. I think this is nonsense. I can't use the words I want to use. There's a lot of bad language I'd like to use, but I won't. I think this is crazy. I think this is crazy. This is. I don't know what to say right now. I'm kind of stunned into silence, but we can create chances. I'm gonna update the substitutions here. So Nathaniel James is on. For Yates. So I'm updating that as we speak in case you're wondering why I got really quiet. Nathaniel James. Folks, bear with me a second. Okay, I'm back. So I made the update to the graphic. I'm a little disenchanted because I think a lot of these 50-50 calls never go our way. I did not see the replay. So I'm seeing the end of the replay here. I'm seeing the Trinidadian fans really pissed off in the crowd, and I would think it is. So I'm seeing here in the replay, when the ball was passed to Levi, it's saying he's offside. So the image I'm seeing here, it looks like he's offside. But the thing is, the image versus the actual replay, is two different things. So it looks off from what I'm seeing here. But Jamaica are mistake-prone folks, so we have to be a bit more composed. Look, we have another situation where we're on top of the box. I think we are capable at least pulling a goal back. A bit of a speculative shot there from Levi. I think we could take some heart that we are creating chances. Drex, I'm telling you, this game is rigged. Folks, if you're joining us, be sure to like, subscribe, share, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, everywhere. TikTok as well. We have some interesting clips that we put there. The feed I'm showing is showing a picture of the moon for some reason, I guess. So folks, if you're just joining us, it's 2-0. We had 2 goals disallowed for Trinidad Tobago. Both were seemingly legitimate offside calls from what I'm seeing. Lime saying York's in-game management is poor. But what I can see, folks, is that Jamaica are making mistakes. They are making mistakes. And folks, in the Unity Cup, like I said before when that goal was scored, Trinidad and Tobago has come back in the past. So it is possible. Telfa trying to create, centrally is probably not where I'd like to see Telfa. I like when he's out on the wings. So obviously, York wants some pace on the wings. Matcha, folks, very healthy. I recommend that you all drink it. Make it at home if you can. So Cardines is throwing in. This new team somehow play better under pressure. I think so. I have a lot of hope in this team. It's not perfect. Jamaica are making mistakes which we haven't capitalized on. What it shows is that Jamaica is far from impregnable. So the game is not over, folks. We have to aim. We have to go for it. We have to go for it. It's 70th minute, folks. If you're just joining us, Jamaica 2, Trinidad Tobago 0. I have the cool graphics up there. I updated the subs and so on, as you can see. Actually, it's that way. And, let me know what you think. Jamaica, passing the ball on top of our box. Not really committing too much players forward. Slowing the game down, which works in their favor. They can get their composure and so on. I think... Oh, I found my blue light protectors. They were on the floor, folks. So these guys, I'll talk about it afterwards. Jamaica is on top of the box with a giveaway. Good win. Clean tackles. I have to say I'm impressed. Some of the tackles are really good. No yellow cards, no needless cards. Telfa, Levi up front. I hope we're not going to resort to just getting long balls. We are winning a lot of those 50-50 balls. I think it's Nathaniel out wide, cutting in and out. Shot on goal. Is that a goal or is it offside? My God, it's another offside goal. I think that's offside. I don't need to look at it. Is it offside? Yes, it's offside. Levi must be thinking, wow. Yeah, that's definitely offside. I saw that one. But this is Nathaniel brings that to his game. He takes on players, he causes problems. I guess kudos to the Jamaican players for keeping their line. Levi, I feel it for you, brother. He calls me big brother. We know each other. I really think I don't want my camera keep shifting. I think in the excitement, I shift my camera. So Trinidad, we have been creating chances, and folks, we need to take heart with this. I mean, of course, it means nothing in the end if we lose, but we are creating chances. A little bit of a nutmeg, some skill there. I think that is from Frederick. So we are creating chances. We need to get them back. So we have to go for it, folks. We have to go for it. People in the live stream, let me know what you think. Whipped in cross. Could be a goal. I think a header would have been a better option there for Levi. And I think that's more of the winger characteristics in him. I think like a classic number 9 would have probably tried to get his head on that. But oh my god, Levi is holding his leg. I don't like this. Some more substitutions coming on here. Obiku and so I think Frederick is coming off and Jaren Jackie is coming on. Jaren Jackie, folks, we actually were able to discover Jaren Jackie years ago, 2016. We were doing interviews with him. So Jackie has come on for Frederick. So let's update that, folks. Let's do that while it's going on. So where is it? Jaren Jackie. Great defender from South Trinidad and Tobago, folks. We have an interview with him. See, folks, what I'm doing here, a lot of countries have teams of players doing this, and I'm doing it with one person. So Jaren Jackie is from South Trinidad and Tobago. I did a nice interview with him. Kylie Over is coming on, so they're definitely going to go for some attacking moves. I know there was another substitution just now, so that's Aubrey coming on for. I didn't see who did he come on for. So clearly, for Spicer. So that makes sense, the characteristics. So Kylie Aubrey for Spicer. So I'm trying to update these things while we're talking, folks. Multitasking. I want you all to have the best stream ever. So Kylie Over is coming on. I'm trying to. So you'll see the updates on the screen while I'm doing it, folks. If you're just joining us, it is 2-0. Dwight York is making his moves. Drexel saying the game is rigged. I know there were 3 substitutions, so I'm trying to get them right, folks. I'm trying to get them right. There's a corner for us here. Justin came on. I don't know who Justin came on for. Is it for Levi Garcia? I hope Levi is not injured, folks. So if you're just joining us, I'm trying to update the squads. I'm seeing a goal in a live stream. Am I missing something? Is my stream behind? By a couple seconds. Over is a very scary player, folks. I really like him. So Mark Blaze, welcome. I'm seeing Mark saying a goal, so I don't know. I'm not seeing it. So oh wow. So I hope that's true. So Mark Blaze is clearly in the future. So Mark, you're getting me excited. Is it 2-1? I didn't update the substitutions yet. And Levi came off. I hope he's not injured. I saw he was grabbing his hamstring. Lime, I haven't seen that goal yet. The other game, which kind of works out if those teams draw. I'm trying to fix my camera a little bit here, folks. I don't know why it keeps shifting. Mark, you're trying to tease us. Why are you telling us we score? Everybody in the live stream is getting excited. So yes, so I thought there was a goal there, but it's not. So I'm gonna update my subs. So Justin Obigbu has come on for Levi, if I'm not mistaken, folks. Is that correct? I hope Levi is not injured. I'm really concerned about that. So I'm updating, folks. I'm doing what an entire TV station of players do. I'm doing it on my own. I'm trying my best to give you all the best watch along possible. So I'm trying to figure out the tactical approach. So Curacao are winning. So that's interesting. That complicates things. I did tell people Curacao is dangerous. Bermuda is also dangerous as well. So folks, we have to go for it. We have to go for it. I'm updating the lineups as you can see. It's updating. So folks, if you're just joining us, if it was a little bit quiet, I was trying to update the subs. I'll try to find a quicker way to do it next time. I may need to bring somebody to help me do it. So it's 2-0. We had 2 goals, in fact 3 goals disallowed for 3 offside calls. And Dwight York has played his cards with his substitutions. So he has brought on Jaren Jackie, Nathaniel James, Ryan Telfer, Kylie Overy, and Obikwu. And Levi came off, and I hope he's not injured. I'm guessing he's going all out attack now. They have to go for it. This was the first goal in my replay. As you can see, that split-second delay between Trimmingham and Kobe. That's a microsecond, I think. It was enough to cause problems. So Trinidad is applying the pressure. Kylie Overy on the ball here. Very deadly dribbler. Shooting from outside the box. Maybe a bit too far, a bit speculative. But he's a very energetic player, and he's on. Jamaica trying to take some pressure off themselves. I figured, Smith could have probably just passed the ball, or they didn't need to connect it, but taking no chances. So I'm taking a look at the replay of the second goal. And yes, wow. The ball was headed back to the Jamaican player. So it negated the fact that the player was in an offside position, because it was headed back to him by our player, which I think it was Powder. So folks, if you're just joining us, 56 viewers in the live stream. If you're just joining us, it's in the 79th minutes. Jamaica 2, Trinidad Tobago 0. You missed a lot of action if you're just joining us. We had 3 goals disallowed for being offside. I love Levi as a player, but we have to be real. We need a successor to Levi ASAP. I hope Levi isn't injured. And, this is one of the problems, Jaren Jackie, great player, folks. We have a really old interview with him when he was in high school on the EXTV YouTube channel. Subscribe, check it out. I'll probably put a link in the comment section below. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, comment, follow us. As it stands, we did have chances to score. I still think there's still time, folks. I still have some belief. I still have some belief in Trinidad Tobago. Lime, Mark, Mark Blaze, you teased us just now. We thought we were scoring. People in the live stream, drop your comments, like, share, subscribe. It really helps the stream. We also have an EXTV merch store that delivers all over the planet, folks. It helps keep the channel running. So Jamaica with a long throw. At this point, not committing too much players forward. They made their substitutions. York played his cards. Levi holding Hammy almost every game. Yeah, I think it's a bit scary with that injury. It seems like it's a recurring injury. Jamaica with a ball in, penetrating our defense. A 1v1. Well stopped by Trimmingham. I think that was Trimmingham with a timely tackle. That could have been 3-0, which is deadly for us. And goal difference could come in handy towards the end, folks. Nicholson, clear on goal with a ball that penetrated our back two. So it was a perfectly lofted ball over the top of our centre-backs. But Trimmingham doing really well to get back. A lot of people didn't like Trimmingham when he made his first debut for Trinidad Tobago or under Terry Fennick during the pandemic, which I think was unfair to a lot of those players because nobody was playing football. There was a cross in by Jamaica, spliced. Should be a foul on the keeper. The ref didn't call that, which is crazy. Usually the keeper does get the benefit of the doubt. That referee is, I won't use the word you use, but I agree. Some of the calls are crazy. That should have been a foul for us. Yet somehow, nothing was called. That is a ridiculous call. And these are the little things that shape the outcome of a game, folks. So, Jamaica with a long throw-in. Dealt with reasonably comfortable. Jamaica back in possession. Cardines on the ball, showing composure to get the ball out. Clearing it out. Jamaica winning possession. Jamaica once again applying some pressure to Trinidad and Tobago. They don't need to overly commit. They're just keeping the ball on top of the box, resorting to a little bit of flair there. So they're trying to entertain the crowd a little bit. Kylie trying to retrieve the ball. I think Jamaica is doing this to try to kill off the game. A deep cross cleared. Jamaica doing well to hold on to the ball. Shot blocked. Well blocked. I don't know who blocked it. He's on the floor. I don't know who got struck in the face there. I don't think it's Trimmingham. I think it's Kobe Henry. Or Henry, if you want to be fancy. So far, folks, if you're just joining us, it's 2-0. We have a little over 8 minutes, under 8 minutes of normal time. We don't know how much extra time we'll have. Trinidad has had 3 goals disallowed for offside, and rightfully so, I think. Play had stopped because there was a shot directly at Kobe. And trust me, folks, I've been on the receiving end a lot of those. They're not fun. I don't care if it's professional or recreational. So he's back on his feet. Jamaica was putting some pressure on us. Franklin Thomas saying, yes, we score. Is it that we need to score? Because last time Mark Blaze fooled us. So if you're just joining us, we have a couple minutes left, a little under 7 minutes left. We don't know how many extra time we are creating chances. York has made his substitutions, bringing on the substitutions. According to the live table, Jamaica now have 6 points, which is ideal for them. Curacao 4, Trinidad will be on 1. It's not the end of the world for us. We'll discover the permutations of this afterwards, provided the game stays the same. So clearly, the long throw-in is something that is preferred by Trinidad and Tobago. Cardines once again. So we're piling in the box. York making his substitutions. Jaren Jackie coming on. Levi is off. Thrown into the box. Can we salvage something? Reasonably comfortably cleared. Jamaica on the breakaway. Cardines did well to recover. I've been impressed with Cardines. I think, although Alvin Jones usually plays in that position, it's good to have somebody like Cardines in a situation where maybe in the future, maybe Alvin Jones could stay in the right back position and Cardines could play further up. Gives us a lot of options. He has both attacking and defensive traits. So I've been impressed with him, Cardiff City guy. I think we need to score at least, I agree, from Snack FM. Franklin Thomas. This is a bit deflating because we did not play entirely bad. And it just shows you how cruel football is. You have 2 moments. It doesn't matter if you play, it's a result that counts. I'm seeing a lot of positives, but this is the part of the qualifiers that it's not really about. We need to get results. So we have a couple minutes left. Trinidad trying to get some penetration down the wings. Jamaica doing well to neutralize us on the wings, folks. I think Alvin is never playing for us after this by Lime. Curacao has scored, so it's 3-all. So let's hope that they draw that game. That way it keeps the points within reach of us. At least the second place. Franklin Thomas, that's an attacking team, which is good. We have to make sure, folks, if the game ends as it is now, it definitely is an uphill task. But, Curacao drawing with Bermuda, if that happens, that would be great. But I think Curacao has pulled away now. So I said at the beginning in our first match preview that Curacao was my favorite to go top of the group. We gave them, I think we did a really good job against them in the first game. So Jamaica once again getting possession out wide. I think they're looking for the kind of nail in the coffin here. Cutting inside. Good shot. Cleared. Reasonably composed enough. I don't know if that was intentional. Trinidad at least not resorting to just clearing the ball out. I'm very happy with that. Folks, if you're just joining us, there's a couple minutes left. Jamaica 2, Trinidad and Tobago 0. We've had 3 goals disallowed. And Trinidad is trying to kind of pull 1 goal back. And, it's looking pretty grim now. But, stranger things have happened. Long ball. We're starting to resort to long balls now, folks, which I don't like. It's credit to how Jamaica set things up. Because the way how Jamaica is set up, we are not being able to get Nathaniel James on the ball and a lot of the attacking players to dribble. And we are resorting to those long balls again. Welcome ranks, Trinidad and Tobago. SMH. I know it's a bit deflating. Big up King Pro. King Pro, welcome. Watching from Jamaica. Big up Trinidad family. Welcome. We have Jamaicans and Trinidadians say, it's good to have that, as we like to say in the Caribbean, that whole one love. So it's now 2-0. King Pro, love to hear that you're from Jamaica as well. You must be really happy right now. Trinbago fans, this is rough. This is a tough one. I think Jamaica is kind of killing off the game. Trinidad hasn't been able to really create much in the last 4 or 5 minutes. I think Jamaica has done enough to stifle us. We have and stop us through the middle. So, Dwight York is giving his instructions. And folks, I've been watching football a long time now. A lot can happen. Oof. I won't lie. This guy has been getting a lot of hits all game. Kobe Henry. I mean, this guy kicked in the head, kicked in the face, but that's the game, right? That's football. That is football. So streamers out there, I'm seeing a lot of viewers. Dixon getting a yellow card. He came on as a substitute. Hydrating, folks. So Trinidad, having possession but not in dangerous areas. We are not. Overy is trying to create some chances, but the way it's up. Shema Clark, welcome. Let me know where you're from, Shema. We love that we have people all over the planet, folks, and also in and around the Caribbean, and I like that mutual respect we all have. Jamaica is a strong team, and Trinidad, with all due respect, I think they did pretty well against this team, but it's not over yet, folks. We've seen in the Unity Cup Trinidad pull something back. That second kill the game. Yeah, I think it did. I think the second one. Jamaica is doing a good job at, someone mentioned, game management. I think McLaren has done a good job at kind of killing off the game. The substitutions have not really paid off so far for Dwight York. I think as he intended, it was meant to be an attacking substitution, but Trinidad has not been able to get on the ball. And I think that's credit to Jamaica, how they have set up themselves. So, for example, Andrew Rampasad has the ball here, but they are not able to create much. Jamaica is pressing enough where Trinidad is forced back. So it's very intelligent pressing. Trinidad is forced to try to go from wing to wing. Our transition needs improvement. I think, speculative. So we are resorting to the long balls because Jamaica has definitely nullified our ability to get through the midfield now, folks. Kingley Ledge, bro, we're cooked. I'm having hope, Kingley. Our transition needs, it does. Lime, all Dwight had to do was sub Levi for Biku and put on Raymond, but no, he decides to take off all the attackers, make it make sense. We can discuss all that, folks. We'll definitely have that in our post-match comment. Sometimes I do one right after the game. It will be on the YouTube channel. I'll be posting up the post-match conferences and give our responses. I've been seeing the responses, folks. You can check out our previews. We use a lot of data, and you can let us know your thoughts. Not to be unpatriotic, but I think, Jamaica were definitely more effective in front of goal. They took their chances. Shema Clark, blessed to my Trinity brothers. Welcome, Shema. I assume you're from Jamaica, so you're really happy. There's going to be 5 minutes of extra time. York seems to be annoyed. He thinks there should be more. I think 5 seems about right. I think it's, if you're the coach, obviously, you would like more. So he's doing his job, applying all pressure on the sidelines. So Jamaica doing exactly what you need to do. Classic Sonic the Hedgehog. Wow, that's a classic name. The game was a good game. Hard luck to Trinidad. Yeah, I think so. I think it was a good game. I think we are still mathematically in with a chance, but now it's always going to be tough. As the other Andre said, and myself in the other previews, this is not the ideal scenario. We have to now depend on other results, and we have to win our games and hope, Jamaica and Curacao drop some points. Our next 2 games are away. So Jamaica, we are in extra time, 5 minutes, 55 minutes in. Jamaica with a throw-in. Trinidad, honestly, since his substitutions have not been able to really create much beside a couple shots. We are resorting. Jamaica is doing enough just to stifle us. And, as you can see here, our players are isolated. They're trying to take on players from deep. And Jamaica is doing a good job of, ushering our players out wide and closing them down. So we have lost that ability to really pass the ball through midfield. Maybe a fit Molino could have probably been useful in a situation like this. Jamaica here, a very delicate chip that got through the defense, but Denzel Smith doing a good job to stop it. Kevin Nanku, you know we love pressure. Apparently so. Kingsley saying we've been robbed. Referee real dotish. So I love the word dotish. So for people from the international viewers, the word dotish is very unique to Trinidad. It basically means you're stupid. So want to help you all out. So Cardenas whipping the ball in far post. Ball headed across. Comfortably cleared by Jamaica. We have possession on top of the box. I think a bit of an unforced giveaway there by Rampersad. I think the players have kind of run their legs up good. Like, very crisp tackle by Trimmingham. So once again we have an attack. Cardines contemplating a cross in. The ball is on top of the box. Trinidad not able to penetrate. Nathaniel trying his best here. He is able to take on players. He is trying to draw some players. I think that's what he's trying to do. His cross was blocked. We get a corner, folks. So we do have a corner. Can we pull something back and at least get 2-1? If you're just joining us, it's 2-0 to Jamaica. We are in extra time. We're 2 minutes in. The ball is whipped in, cleared comfortably by Jamaica. I don't think that's a foul. The ref, we still have the ball. I think he should have played to the whistle and not stopped. Cardines trying to get the ball in. Nice cross in. Telfer trying to head it down. Can Rampersad get a shot off? Jamaica doing just enough to close us down. I think he telegraphed that shot so much that, Jamaica could have blocked that shot. So, that split second of quickness. But Jamaica are doing enough to close down those passing lanes and blocking those shooting channels so we can't get that clear shot. And listen, McLaren deserves some credit for this. I think he did enough with his substitutions to shut us down, to ensure that the comeback doesn't take place. Now, there are some things that we'll talk about in the match reaction. Kevin Nanku, we in Trini, if we don't do it hard, the hard way. Yeah. That's definitely how Trinidad likes to do things. Man, Jamaica got lucky. All those goals we got allowed them to continue. Yeah, I think if the goals were legitimate, I think the game would have been different. I think there were some nerves from Jamaica. Lime. So many bozo moments regarding the ref. We need to do better in the final third. Yes, I think some decision making against quality teams. I think finishing. We saw it against Curacao. That little split second quickness we need with the decision making. Because against Curacao, they did enough to get that clean sheet when we were creating chances. We saw a situation there where Jamaica did enough to close it down. I've seen a lot of sad face emojis. A lot of people are giving up. Sinak, man, time for me to dip. Yeah, listen, it's a couple seconds left in the game. Jamaica trying to get a penalty, contact in the box here, but I don't think it's a penalty. Lime, some of these guys shooting like if they have a cutlass on their sheets. For our international viewers, that's basically kind of like a machete. So, folks, a lot of viewers in there. I really appreciate the support for the live stream. I will be doing it for the other away games. I really try to improve the stream, but anyway, the game isn't over yet. A couple seconds left. These are the last couple seconds. Can Trinidad create a last opportunity? And that's it, folks. It is done. Jamaica 2, Trinidad Tobago 0. A disappointing result for us. This is not ideal for Trinidad Tobago. This is not the situation we want to be in. Heading into the qualifiers, as the table stands, folks, Jamaica is on top. I think Curacao is on top. I'll check that shortly. Folks, this is rough. This is a rough one. For those of you who supported the live stream, I will be doing the others. I will be doing my match reaction and previews for the other games. Shema Clark, excellent commentary, brother. Keep it up. I appreciate that a lot. I've been trying my best. I'm not an expert streamer, but I did this as a request from the people who support Extra Time TV. I really appreciate that. I'm really going to do more. I hope the stream looked well and sounded well. I have to do all these changes myself. And, I see Dwight York and those guys exchange. So I really appreciate the support. I think Curacao is second right now, according to Kevon. I'm going to pull up the group really quickly. But, this is tough for us because now we have 2 away games. Kevon, excellent work. Kevon, I really appreciate that, folks. And the shares and the likes really help. For those of you who want to, this is globally available. I do have an EXTV merch store. When you purchase, a lot of the profits go to supporting charities, but it also helps the channel. So there's hoodies, jerseys. If you want to support, you can. I'll put a link in the comment section below. It's usually at the end of all our videos. So, if you all want to, you can. That's entirely up to you. I really appreciate the kind words. Lime, we need to get more players in this month. I know they're working on the grandparents rule. We'll see how that works. The Jamaican fans are celebrating. I will send the link. I'll post it when this video is done. I'll put a link in the comment section, and you guys could check it out. It's usually in the description of all the videos. Lime, we need to win. Yes, we do. We need to win, folks. We need to win. And we need to get some results and hope the teams cancel each other out. And folks, don't underestimate Bermuda. We've had, games against our Caribbean brothers in the past. We no longer dominate like we used to. And I think there has been some improvements. Overall in this game, I will give my full reactions afterwards. I have to catch my breath a little bit. But I really want to tell everybody who's watching this stream right now, thank you for supporting me, supporting this stream. I do this because of you all. I appreciate the feedback. It gives me the encouragement to do this. I really try to improve the stream as best as I can with the live scores and the substitutions and so on. And like I said before, like, subscribe, share, follow. Go to extvmedia.com. We also have some CPL. I'll be heading to Barbados. So I'll be doing some reactions there as well. Follow us on Instagram at Extra Time TV TT, Twitter, and on the Facebook page. When you do all those things, you don't just support me, but you automatically qualify for a chance to win one of these jerseys. It may be I'm not sure which color, if it's the red, white, or black, but I'll do that. And I'll try to get a signature as well. So I'll do a draw, and we'll see who gets it. Mark was looking for you for our first game. I couldn't find the stream. So we didn't ask. So folks, I've been trying to do the stream for the home games. I've been requesting from the TTFA, which normally it shouldn't be a problem. I am getting a little bit of a resistance from that, but I'm going to try again. Where Kenwin Jones and I was going to try to do it at the stadium, because you're not allowed to film the game, but this is essentially something we can do legally. So, I have to set up the internet connection. I have to get the permission. So I'm going to try this time, folks. I did get some resistance. So the support and the request from you guys will just make me want to do it even more. I did attend the game, and I did go do the usual media press conference things where I did the post-match conference, and I attended and I asked questions. Captured some of the players and interviewed them afterwards. You could see that on the YouTube page with Levi Garcia. So Mark, you'll see me next time. Glendon, sign up Jamaica, not lucky. Your players just dumb. Oh my gosh, Glendon. But that's a competitive thing. That's the old talk, as we say in Trinidad Tobago. Shima, subscription already done, my brother. I really appreciate that, folks. It really helps. And everybody out there, there's a lot of people covering the content for these games. We all support each other, and it's good to hear different opinions. I encourage you to check out everybody, including mine. I am not a hater. I think we should all support each other, and it's good that we have different opinions. We have a lot of young guys, so it's very exciting. Heat Coochie, no one wants to wear a loser's jersey. Come on. That's not nice. That's not that's not nice. But how you get caught 3 times offside. Listen, it is what it is. Jamaica is a strong team. At the beginning of this, I said Jamaica, along with Curaçao, are very powerful teams. And no disrespect to Bermuda. This is not an easy group. This is not going to be easy. I said at the beginning, it's going to be Jamaica at the top. I personally think Curaçao could surprise a lot of people. So, based on form, if I take my biases aside, Jamaica and Curaçao are the 2 strong teams with the coaching and the players. However, football is a strange game. Glendon, shush. That number 7 just played his last game for Trinidad. I don't think so. I think he's all right. I think he'll be around. I think the emotions are getting the better of everybody. Ferran Crossman, but in Dwight York head. Shush, we would have won easily with both Phillips. I think we would have been way more clinical with Molino with that experience, especially in the first and the beginning of the second half. Heat, I can't pronounce that. I'm not going to say it. I think I said it already. But how you get offside 3 times? Yeah, listen, you have to give credit to Jamaica. The front line, the defensive line was really okay. The second goal was a defensive mistake from us, which we'll talk about in our reaction. I think it was Kobe Henry heading the ball straight to the Jamaicans to score. So, these are things that, make you pay. Kevin Nanku, bro, Bermuda just hit the crossbar in 11 minutes of added time. That game is still going on. Wow. Okay. Glendon, your podcast is great, though, but them Trinidad supporters are... Yeah, listen, I really appreciate the respect from the Jamaican fans. On my channel, it's more about football, so I always give respect to the opposition. I know there's a lot of people that give a lot of talks. I personally don't believe in that. I get that it's part of the game. So Glendon, it's a pleasure to have you here, man. Congratulations to your team. Of course, I'm sad because Trinidad Tobago lost. So I'm glad to have you here, Glendon, and the other Jamaicans in here, Shema, Clark, and so on. It's always in good spirits. I will not, if there's any disrespect, it's never going to come from me. I will give my opinions from a sporting perspective. So I appreciate the kind words, Glendon. Kevin Nanku, Curacao under pressure. So is it, what's the score, folks? Let me know. Kingsley Ledge, gosh boy, why are we always losing to Jamaica? Jamaica is a good team, I think we are in a stage of improvement. I think if Dwight York is given the support he needs, he can get us in the right direction. And it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. There's a lot of things and mechanisms in place. The problem was the connection between the middle and the strikers. Yates really needs to stay out from the team. We need a better midfield. Gill was missed also, Rayman, with the attacking. Yes, we did lose it, especially towards the end. I think particularly the substitutions didn't work. Jamaica closed us down in the middle and we could not create. Franklin Thomas, what is your IG name? So my IG name is Andre Soklal. AndreSooklal. And if you need me to spell it again, I can. You could follow and also follow Extra Time TV as well. Both help the channel. Also, Kevin Nanku, still 3-2 in favor of Curacao. So, wow, that's interesting. Ricky B, we were so unlucky. Few lapses in concentration. In defense, cost us 2 goals. We were definitely not outplayed. I think we did okay. I think Jamaica was always the favorites to win this game, but I think we did all right. We could go back to the analyze those things, and York will work on that. Kevin, Curacao 3 Bermudas. Is that full time? So okay, so Curacao now has 4 points. Glendon, point to note. We have that's true. We did speak about that, Glendon. In our preview, you could check it out and let me know what you think. We had our preview. We always love to get feedback from the teams that we're playing. Leon Bailey and those guys. So you're right. Many other players as well. I know there's a situation with Greenwood kind of dodging the caller from Jamaica. You can let us know your thoughts about that. Pro Steam, Jamaica and Trinidad always a game to look forward to, but Jamaica just has a little more than Trinidad. But Trinidad is not too far off, but Trinidad need to beat Bermuda badly. Yeah, correct. Jamaica is a top team with top players. And, Trinidad is a team, I think, in a rebuilding phase. I wish, maybe the rebuilding started maybe 2 years ago. But it is what it is. Devon Smith, welcome Pro Steam, by the way. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Devon Smith, Garcia is good. Yeah, he's very good. He's a top player, humble guy. And, sometimes maybe he's asked to do a lot. The injuries are a concern. Audley Anderson, one Jamaica. Welcome to the chat, Jamaica. From Jamaica, we have a lot of love on this channel. It's all about respect. I know there's a lot of talk between fans, but we always welcome. I really appreciate the fans. I'm seeing the Jamaican flags. And listen, congratulations to you guys. You guys got the win. As a Trini, I'm sad. You guys have a strong team. I know this is not even your strongest team. Congratulations to you guys. I would love if Trinidad and Jamaica makes it to the World Cup. But unfortunately, only 2 teams can make it. Well, 1 right now, and then there's the playoff. So welcome, Audley Anderson. So painful. Levi needs better service. I'm worried about his injury. Threads of time. Oh, it's such a Jamaican slang. Welcome. Victory for you all. Welcome, Jamaicans. Glendon, I'm seeing a Jamaican flag flying proud. So, Devon Smith, I am Jamaican. Welcome, Devon. I really appreciate, everybody else coming in, and the trainees as well, and people all over the planet. I love the respectful tone we have. And, even if it's a little back and forth, that's fun. We all love football here. Bareback, big up. Respect to Glendon, of course. XLOJ as a Jamaican, I would be disappointed if Trinidad doesn't finish a strong second. Yeah, we would. That's what we have to aim for right now. As a Trinidadian, I would like us to finish on top. But of course, it's difficult right now with this game. Ricky B, Rio Cardines had a great game, so unlucky for Levi. Anyway, it's not all over. Yes, mathematically, we need to step it up a notch and get wins. Yep, we need to get those wins, folks. It is what it is. There's no mistake. I was hoping we would not go into those games with pressure on us. I was optimistically hoping for a draw, and of course that didn't happen. Kempire, Jamaica has 7. Yeah, you're correct. We mentioned that, and welcome. We did mention that in the match preview that Jamaica are missing a lot of players. In addition to Leon Bailey, and I also mentioned, that situation with Greenwood. I know he's kind of dodging the call up as well. So, you can let us know. You can check out the preview that we did. We are very aware that this is not even Jamaica's strongest team. And we always know Jamaica is a threat. So, welcome. And, I'm assuming you're from Jamaica as well. So, congratulations to you guys. Orly Garcia is not playing in the right position. He's usually out on the wings. Usually sometimes uses a false 9. We will fix Curacao for you. Yeah, listen, take some points away, make things easier for us. Hopefully, Jamaica runs away and we come in second. And that's what we need to do right now. Take it game by game, and we have to win. Threads of time, Trinidad talking big. I know some of the fans, that's sports. A lot of fans give talks. It's part of the game. I'm not one of those people. I believe in respect and analyzing the game. I have a lot of respect for Jamaica. So you'll never hear that from me. I can tell you that much. Even if we won, I would be respectful because I think Jamaica is a top team and do our region proud. Bareback, it's love to me, Trinidad. Yes, of course. And I want to visit. Maybe one of you, when I come to visit, I'm doing some CPL stuff, and maybe one day I'll visit Jamaica and meet some of you all, and have some fun. I've been all over the planet, but I've never been to Jamaica, so show me a good time. I follow Sportsmax, although they know more, but I have a couple friends in Jamaica. Talking big is supposed to happen. Yeah, that's just part of the game. Naldo Prescott, too real. What's the use if Trinidad is not confident? Yeah, listen, it's part of the game. Like I said, I have no issue with it. It's sports. It is what it is. Naldo Prescott, 2 very unlucky goals to concede. I think so. I think, the second one in particular bothered me. As I headed, I went straight to the Jamaican player. That was very heartbreaking. I think if we kept it 1-0, it probably would have kept the game a little bit in balance. Jamaica would have been a bit more cautious, and maybe we could have nicked it. But it's no more maybes. The game is done. So we'll be doing, our match review with Andre and possibly Kenwin Jones. Dream Chaser, welcome. Dwight York out. I wouldn't say Dwight York out yet because, I think he's doing an okay job with a team that is clearly in transition. And then who are we gonna bring in? That's a good question. I think we should stick with him. Barring extremely bad results, I think we should keep him in. Second place standings, I think we have to right now. After the third game, that will say a lot about how things are gonna go. Our next 2 games are away. Dream Chaser 8688 was too casual. Yeah, he had some good moments and there were some errors. To me, it's when we, in the second half, when we started to make some subs, we kind of lost our way a little bit. Bermuda will not be a walkover. I saw them beat Trinidad Soca Warriors with Latapi, York, and full squad. Yep. Make no mistake, I'm not underestimating Bermuda as well. Like I said, we are not the powerhouse we used to be. All the teams have improved. There are no easy games. I saw people when the group was drawn saying, Bermuda is easy 6 points. And it's not. It's absolutely not. Our live stream came on behind, which is hilarious. This is interesting, and I'm really appreciating the viewership, folks. Be sure to like, share, comment, follow on Instagram, follow on Twitter. Andre Soklal is my name. Extra Time TV, TT, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Subscribe to the channel. All these things help because when you do, you automatically qualify for a chance to win one of these jerseys. If you all want, apparently some people don't want. I'll get a signature. So I'm reading the comments here. I agree with the Mark Blaze with the Blaze, am I pronouncing your name correctly? Please let me know. Naldo Prescott, who right now Kevin Nanko is ranked number 1 in the top fans so far. So Curacao 4 points, El Salvador 3 points. I've seen Nicaragua 2 points. XL OJ, it was closer than the scoreline, but my real fellow Jamaicans, we need second half Trinidad versus Curacao game. Yeah, we need to take our chances because we are creating opportunities, but there's a little bit of composure that we're lacking up front. Bareback, I saw Brian Lara in Jamaica yesterday. Yeah, I think he's there. I think he probably went with the squad. Apparently there was a flight which I would have liked to have come on. So I don't know if it was kept secret. Play the X-Files music. So yes, he's probably there. The Advancement in it. Welcome. The Advance in it. ENNT. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Welcome. Blessing everyone. Dream Chaser 868 Rampersad stepped up generally. I think his physicality and composure is a lot better. Dream Chaser 868. I saw. Excel, thanks for subscribing. I saw you just subscribed. I appreciate that. So it popped up here. I could see it. So I really appreciate that. I saw that. So congratulations to you. It doesn't hurt your chances. It's a random draw, but I mean, hey, once you follow us on these things, it might help your chances winning the prize. Ricky B. Rampersad did have a good game. Shane Molino didn't play, and that's the thing. Molino has been recovering from injuries. These guys are getting up there in age. Levi Garcia, I'm concerned. We'll find out what's going on with Levi. I will be logging off soon so I could go do the post-match and, edit that video and reaction for you all. But I'm really appreciating the correspondence. I'm staying on a lot longer because I really enjoy this. I'm seeing another subscriber, OJ White. OG White, is it? Welcome. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate that. It means a lot. And I will be putting content constantly on EXTV and EXTV Media. Be sure to drop your comments. I'll be putting I'll probably for the next stream, I'll put the handles up so you can follow as well. And the comments and interactions really help. We also have an EXTV merch store that delivers all over the planet. It helps me do this and support the channel, and some goes to charity as well. So you all will not just be helping me, but also helping a charity in my area, which I will identify so you all will see and show you all where it goes. Ricky B. Audley Anderson, Trinidad did not come to play. They get stage fright. Yeah, I think they gave up a pretty good showing. Normally Trinidad sits back a little more. So in this case, I would say they gave a pretty decent fright. But I think towards the end, Steve McLaren got his tactics right. I think he was able to kill off the game in the right way. Also shutting us down on the wings a bit. They did a good job neutralizing us on the wings. Trinidad just need to be more clinical and make them welcome, by the way. Make most of their chances. That is the difference between winning and losing. Jamaica need Pinnock and Bell in the defense, and they're even better. And listen, folks, I am well aware this is not Jamaica's strongest team. So that's kudos to you guys and your development program with all those big players not even there, and could still get the result. Naldo, it was a very close, and I believe 4 wins could take us. I mean, we have to do the impossible, but as Adidas always says, impossible is nothing. I'm not sponsored by them. Trinidad will qualify from bareback. I hope so. Folks. This result will wake us up. We have nothing to lose. I agree. We have nothing to lose. We should play with no fear and go down fully fighting. Even if we lose and I see a team that gave its all, of course they have to be composure and calm, but I understand what you mean. Kevin Nanku, this result will because I saw that. Win or stay home. Lady Ma, welcome. Be sure to like and subscribe, folks. Take away the rum. This country going to hell in a shopping cart. Wow. Okay, that was okay. That was pretty dark. Shamar Clark, Trinidad still got a chance. Play until the last whistle. FIFA given an extra spot. Yep, that's what I say. I say go all the way, Shamar. We will get another Dennis Lawrence-like goal. I hope so. I hope so. I think I hope so. And even so, I see a lot of promising things for the next cycle of players. We are a team in progress, and we are not perfect. Kamara Nanku with a lot of sad emojis. Not the rum. Dream Chaser 868. This is international football. You have to get a result correct. We need a coach who can take us to the World Cup. And, I think we still have a chance. And I'll go into great details when we analyze the game afterwards. Lady Ma, Trinidad couldn't even send a good team to the World Championship 30 years ago. Trinidad was bossing. We did have a great team years ago. We had great teams that didn't make it to the World Cup. I remember the 2002 qualifying squad was really good. I think Porterfield was the coach. We had prime Dwight York, prime Russell Latipi. You had, Anthony Roger, Angus Eve, Dennis Lawrence, Marvin Andrews, Carlos Edwards, Avery John, many players. There were so many players that I'm missing right now. Shaka Hislop, Kelvin Jack, Cornell Glenn. There's plenty of players. There's Chris Burchell. A lot of people don't give this guy a lot of love. Chris Burchell was very key to us at key moments to get us to the World Cup. Dream Chaser, Dante Silly was absent. I think Jamaica did a very good job at shutting down our wingers. I noticed usually we get a lot of penetration, and I think their tactics allowed him to come into the attacking third, and then he was shut down by 2 players. and he wasn't able to get past. There were moments when they did Spicer as well, but they had to work a lot harder. So excellent tactics by McLaren. It's Gerard Live. It's Gerard Live. Welcome. Commentators say we got a hat trick of offsides. We did. And it was frustrating. I didn't get to see the replays, and they all seem to be legit. Disrespectful. I mean, it is what it is. We have to be above the disrespect and win with class and lose with class as well. That's how I say. Unless it's ridiculous, then, game on. Dante Seeley was forcing every play. Yeah, he was shut down pretty well, I think. And like I said, I think that's credit to Steve McLaren's tactics. He was able to neutralize the wingers. And there's a connection with Steve McLaren and Dwight York, folks. I don't know if you all know that. And I won't say it. You could let me know in the other videos as well. Drop those comments. Because like I said, when you do those things, you follow, you subscribe, you like all the socials and so on, you qualify for a chance to win a jersey automatically for a chance. You qualify for a draw and also maybe a copy of EAFC 26. We needed to slow down in attack and clear easy layoffs. Yes, there was a bit of lack of composure. Lime to shoot on goal. XL OJ Lady Mar Trinidad was never busting Jamaica in anything. It was always competitive between Trinidad and Jamaica. It was always competitive. And Jamaica, I think, has the edge right now. I think Trinidad is a team that's trying to rebuild. And I'm seeing the positive signs. Dwight York is a general. No need to fire him. Give the brethren a chance. 2 games. Trini showing some promise and fight. And eventually the goals will count. Trinidad getting better. But so is Jamaica. Yes, I believe we're a team in transition. I think you don't get better overnight. So yeah, we'll see. Some Trini don't get you win on the world stage, not only in the Caribbean. Yeah, we have a lot of. We still have a way to go. Come on, guys. Dwight York is doing a good job. We are rebuilding. Exactly what I was saying. I think we're in a rebuilding process. That's a phrase a lot of people use, but I have seen some progress. I think other coaches in the past did not have that rebuilding process. Some didn't get the time. I think Terry didn't get enough time. Personally, I know a lot of people don't like him. I think Dennis was there for a long time. Angus was for a long while. But, I think if given the support they need, barring extremely bad results, of course, it is what it is. This is not me. This is just my opinion. Barring extremely horrible results or regression, I think it's been okay so far. Dwight is doing a good job. Give McLaren some credit. He prepared. Yes, I think so. I think McLaren did a good job. I think Jamaica did look a little bit shaky and he made some mistakes. But I think his game management towards the end was spot on. Angus was a better coach. I respect York, but I think Trinidadians gave him too much respect. He don't know when to make changes. I respect your opinion. And there's a lot of people with a school of thought that appreciates Angus' pragmatic style. Some people don't. So I'd love to hear people's opinions on that. Shamar Clark, Jamaica people were upset with McLaren because he played an unfit Michael Antonio over Shamar Nicholson. He's finally doing the right thing now. I did mention that in our preview that I know Jamaicans have not been very happy with McLaren. I guess you all have top players and expect better performances. So it'll be interesting to get your opinions from Jamaicans. I really appreciate it. I would love to hear your opinions on that. Where am I? The comments are coming in thick and fast and I love it. Dream Chaser 868, this is heartbreaking as a fan of Trinidad. Yes, it is disappointing, but we have to bounce back. This is the business end of the tournament now. We have a little window, they have to prepare, and now we have to get the results. It's just that simple. And hopefully he gets the support he needs and the players he needs and the players perform. Angus was not better. He had us playing Park the Bus, and it comes down to preference and style of play. Some people like him, some people don't, and that's the thing about football. Oddly, I think they're putting Garcia under too much pressure. Oftentimes, he is isolated up front. I think he is getting a little bit better service. I think sometimes the physicality and being that kind of false 9 where he can drift out wide sometimes. He sometimes is asked to do a lot, but I think to be fair, there has been some improvement in terms of the service. We're rebuilding 10 years now, and I understand why you say that, Dream Chaser. We've been having several rebuilds. And the problem is there have been changes in administration. There's been a lot of problems behind the scenes. For people who follow Trinidad Tobago football, there's a lot of things that I personally am unhappy with that has been going on for years. And, this is the first time in a while there have been some steps to attempt to move things forward. A lot of people are not happy when things happen with the FIFA Normalization Committee. That's a whole other podcast. There's some people that need to get out and there's some good things taking place. And when people do well, as we say in Trinidad and Tobago, I give jackets, kudos, whatever phrase you want to use. And, I think it's fair. I think, where am I? Dream Chaser, we've been sanctioned for like 5 years here. That normalization thing did not help. In some ways it did, but a lot of people that shouldn't be there are still there. That's a whole other story. And COVID, yes, correct. Dream Chaser Angus Eve knows how to get a result. And like I said, some people agree and disagree. It's all about what you like. I had no issue with being strong defensively. I think it's just a matter of perspective. If you're getting the results defensively, fine. I think in the modern era of football, I think good teams know how to play all styles. If you need to defend and play ugly, you can. If you need to attack, you need to. And I think all teams should aspire to play those different styles of football rather than just depending on one. And, you play to the characteristics of your team. As a Jamaican, intelligence loves Angus bantering. He does. I think he does like to be a bit cheeky. Angus Eve wins came from individual brilliance from James. His tactics were poor. Some people, interesting. Angus is good at youth level. Lady Ma, York needs to tend to his kid and leave Trinidad alone. I think that's an off-field matter, so I won't comment on that. We're focusing on the football, and it's a result. We're not happy right now. People Trinidad played well. Look at the completed passes and the time taken to bring the ball. I personally think we played well. I think there's a lot of emotions and we lost. I would like us to at least draw, but we didn't. Folks, I'm going to be wrapping up soon because I'm really enjoying this feedback, folks, and I really want you. I would look forward to seeing you all in the next live stream, and I'll start to end things off. Daddy Dan, Trini wasn't bad, lucky tonight. So I'll end things off. I'll spend a couple minutes and answer the last couple questions for all you viewers out there. For those of you who obviously could see the result, I really try to improve the stream for everyone by adding the graphics and so on. 2-0, Trinidad and Tobago with the lineups and so on. Let me know what you think about the stream. Like I said, be sure to subscribe, like the channel. It really helps. Follow us on Instagram, personal, and the Extra Time TV at Andre Soklan, Extra Time TV TT. Check out the website at extvmedia.com. Follow us on Twitter. Check us out on Facebook. Your continued support and comments helps. We do listen. I pay attention to feedback. I encourage it. I would like to hear it once it's constructive and respectful. I believe in doing that, and I really appreciate the energy I'm getting from the streamers. It really encourages me to do this. It's a lot of work. I won't lie to you. My hands are like a little octopus during games, and I try to give the best, engagement as possible, and you all make this possible, folks. So when you do those things, it really supports the channel. You automatically qualify for a chance to win one of these jerseys. I'll do a draw and possibly a copy of EAFC 26 when it comes out. And also we do have a merchandise store that delivers globally. It's at in the description of all the YouTube videos, but I will put a link when the stream is done in the comment section. I will pin it, and you all could check it out. And if you want to purchase, you can. It helps the channel, and in some cases we try to help charities. And we try to be more than just another online site. So we really appreciate the support, folks. So moving along, I'll probably spend about 5 more minutes. Places in Africa don't have proper football facilities, yet there are players that play in top leagues in Europe, and they make World Cups consistently. Correct. If they get things in order across there, many people have believed that they are just a force waiting to happen. Mark Blaze, strange enough, Trinidad has done better against El Salvador and Guatemala than some of these big Caribbean teams. Suriname is the next big rising star, which is good for football in Caribbean. Yeah, everybody has been improving. Kudos to all those teams. The game has changed. The knowledge and the education of coaches has been improving in the Caribbean, and it has shown. Most African countries have European players, so there's that. I think there's a lot of natural talent there. Dream Chaser, we can't play well and lose. Yeah, correct. It's all about the results, Burkina Faso, Ivory Coast, all powerful teams. How much points you get for playing well? None. Absolutely right. If you want to be real, we have to win. It is what it is. We have to get results in the next game. Good is defeated by better, still true. Correct. I cannot disagree with that. We need results, and I'm sure York knows this. Tyron Flores, welcome. Don't get some of the York selections, namely Yates and Powder at left back. I know a lot of people have been talking about that left back situation. We'll talk about that in our match reaction. I usually do one after the game, but I'm going to get the post-match comments and so on. Nigeria alone is a UK B team. Tyron Flores, 6 points next win on everything changes. Yes, we have to get those results, folks. We have to get those results. We still have to try to aim for the top. If we get the second place, okay. Trinidad ballers need to go drive maxi taxi or go back to the pitch league. Wow, she is not holding back, Lady Mar. And listen, I appreciate the honest feedback. That's okay. It doesn't always have to be sugar coated. I appreciate the honest feedback. I hope you liked and subscribed to the channel. That really helps. If the grandfather law passed Friday, who can we even get? So I don't know. They haven't said who they gonna get. There's a lot of players who kind of dance around, and we'll see. I'll try to update you all as much as possible on extvmedia.com. Does anyone know why Rima didn't play? That's a good question. Nigeria is 2 million people. Yeah, but Africa diaspora is bigger. Yeah, I mean, they geographically have the advantage. So we're getting a lot of comments from everybody. Nikisha Harris, I'm seeing there's a lot of comments, folks, and I really appreciate that for all the viewers out there. I just want to say, for all the viewers, be sure we get a lot of viewers, that if each viewer subscribe to the channel, it really helps the channel, folks. It really helps the channel. It helps me to continue to do what we do. So I really appreciate if you feedback. Be sure to like, subscribe, and continuously comment. We'll be doing content all the time. We have a lot of different content as well. Esports. We always have topics and discussions, and we appreciate your feedback. So Nikisha Harris says new coach. I think it's a little bit harsh, but okay. Yes, I think we could have beat Jamaica. So Kevin Nanku, folks, I think I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to get the post-match conference from Dwight York. So like I said, I'm going to end this off. I really hope you all I appreciate all the feedback. I appreciate all the comments. I'm loving it, and it encourages me to do this more. I always try to make the stream as good as possible. I hope the audio was okay. I hope the look was okay with the squad on the screen and the clock and so on. And we'll be having our match reaction. We'll be putting up the post-match reactions on Dwight York. I will try to do one of these at the home games. I've been getting some resistance to get that, which I don't see why, folks. And like I said, follow us on Instagram, like and subscribe to this channel, and drop your comments. I will be putting the link to the merch channel store, so you guys support if you want to. Follow us at extvmedia.com. Follow us on Instagram at Extra Time TV TT. At my personal account, if you want, Andre Soklal, it will be in there. And Twitter and on Facebook as well at Extra Time TV TT. So folks, it's been an absolute pleasure. I love all of you guys and gals for supporting the channel. I appreciate the feedback. There are no wrong answers. Some people are upset, some people are not. It's a tough loss for us. It definitely puts us at a disadvantage. We're going to have to win our next 2 games. Look out for our preview. And everyone, it's been an absolute pleasure. And like I said, I look forward to seeing you all at the next live stream, and also continue to support us. So see you around, folks.